it today. So we've got various groups, legendary groups, perhaps.
I look at us as a legendary group, so to speak. So.
Certainly. I think that's the only way to look at us.
Yeah.
So our theme song should be on there, but maybe some others as well.
Well, we might be debuting a theme song today. We got one that was sent over to Zach yesterday that we might.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
That we might be debuting. We got to see how we can work that in.
I got to know more about this, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in just a second. But I can't wait. I have absolutely no idea what in the world that's all about. We'll talk about that momentarily. A reminder for all of you out there, if you want to get in touch with us, you can. It is so simple. All you do is you can dial up 360-8255. That is 901-360-TALK. You can also hit us up on the First Bank. That's the First Bank phone line. The First Bank text line is 67129. 67129. If you've never joined the text team, you got to do that first. But it's really, really simple. You just text 56JOIN, 56JOIN to 67129. Do it one time.
One time.
And then you're good to go. You'll be locked and loaded like the thousands of others who have done that. And then you can send us a text at any point in time. Just save us as a contact. It's really, really easy for you to do. Again, for those of you that have already done it, great. You're good. Just text away to 67129. If you've never texted us before and you want to do it, you got to do that first. Text 56JOIN to 67129, and then you're good to go. It's just fantastic. Now, you can also hit us up on social media because we are out there, ladies and gentlemen. We are out there at Sports56WHBQ on the Twitter. I'm at Peter Edmiston. He's at Sane Asylum. Zach is at Rack City Zach. So if you want to hit us up there, you can. Also, reminder, we're on 98.5 FM now on your FM dial, and I was listening to it. It's got great great sound.
Good. Yep.
So I would encourage you to go and change that preset. Make sure you got that on the preset, 96.1, 98.5, especially your 87.7 preset. Go ahead and move that up to 98.5 because that's going to be the new powerhouse, the new home. Make sure that you got that locked and loaded on your machine. Today's going to be a wonderful, beautiful day. So much, weather-wise, going to be awesome. So get outside and enjoy. I went to the old Botanic Garden yesterday for a while, Anthony's saying, with the kids, because we had a unscheduled field trip day because the power went out over at my kids' school all day. So no regular school, no virtual school, no nothing. Everybody had to just get dismissed, and so we had a unplanned field trip day of like, well, now what do we do? So weather was nice. Checked out the Botanic Gardens, and I encourage you. That place is beautiful, but perfect weather. I mean, just perfect.
Yeah,
so
it's incredible weather yesterday. That's
get outside and do it, man. I mean, get outside and do something. So that being said, weather-wise, we'll get to traffic coming up. I can't wait. Find out how that traffic's doing.
Yeah,
Zach, give me a quick thumbs up, thumbs down on traffic. Are we good on how the road's looking out there? Thumbs kind of okay. All right, kind of a sort of a meager thumbs up there. Maybe a little bit of problem. We'll get to that coming up in just a few moments. We're also obviously going to talk a lot of college football today on the show. We've got some interesting stories to get to there. Some interesting NFL stories as well, and a whole lot more. So all that is coming your way. We also got to talk about maybe as we introduce Zach, or before we introduce Zach, we got to talk about that piece of music that Zach sent over. Because I got to know more about that story. I got to know how that.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened there, but I'm excited to find out more about that information. So we're going to do all of that. You think we should bring in our third member of our team now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and introduce him, and then we can let him talk, and then we can play the track. Yeah,
that's exactly right. Anthony, what are some of the things that he is not?
He's not. He's no longer the mayor of Westwood. That was brought into question by the current mayor of Westwood, Michael Butler Jr. He's also no longer the Prince of Whitehaven, as former 901 wrestling champion Contar Macklin, who is the king of Whitehaven, said that Zach is not his son, and he has no biological connection to Zach at all. He's not even a Killmonger situation. He's not a cousin who nothing, no kind of relation.
There's no familial claim whatsoever.
Yeah. No, he has no claim to the throne. He's also not the Maven of clean shaven. When I made my debut on the show, it also debuted Zach's clean shaved head, and that's no longer a thing. As he said yesterday, he hasn't had a haircut since I've been on the show, which is totally unacceptable.
That's like 2 months at least.
Yeah, he's also no longer the only deacon on these airways, as we know that our good friend Jason Smith down the dial has been a deacon probably longer than Zach has. So Zach allowed that lie to live on for many months here on the show. But being the only ordained deacon, knowing he wasn't the only ordained deacon. Yeah. As far as the things that we say, that's the only ones I know for a fact.
I think
as of
that's
October
correct,
1st, 2020, I know that those are the only ones that I know for sure that he was false claiming or false flagging them, or capping, so to speak, or flogging.
Capping.
Yeah,
Flogging.
Flogging is the one of my generation. So.
Yes. He is the Maven, or he is the sheriff of the tariff. We know that. He is the chief without beef. He is the Jefe of Kofefe. He is the viceroy of Bok Choy. He is the Scrooge McDuck who doesn't give a, let's say, I don't know, duck. He is, let's see what else. The Marquis de Broccoli. He is definitely that. The Duke of the Cuke. Umber. Or the Duke of the Zook. Eni. Depending on, which way you want to go with that one. He is, let's see, what else? 67129 if you want to text in. What am I missing here?
Missing a lot of. I'm a little off my game today. I can't really, for some reason, I can't think of some of the stuff he calls Zach for some reason.
I thought you got a lot of sleep last night.
I did, but yeah, I don't know. My mind just ain't refreshed yet, man. Got he's the Dean of McLean. Did we say the Dean of McLean?
Yeah, we did the Dean of McLean. He certainly is the
Did we
Dean.
say he's Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook, certainly. Charles Barley.
Something about some wheat, something, man. Oh, he's
Steve
Steve
Mash.
He's Darth. What did we say? Darth Vegan.
Darth Vegan. Yeah, that's right. Sweet Pete.
Sweet Peter, yo.
Yeah. Cute Skywalker.
Something, man. I can't.
All those things and more, ladies and gentlemen. He is also a swinging them clubs, representing our show. I got to hear that story. I got to hear a story about. Man, there's lots of stories that Zach's going to tell, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get right to it. He is none other than our friend Zach Boyd, and Zach. This is Zach Boyd.
Pew, 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 pew. But we off today, bro. I don't know what's going on. We'll get.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's all right. But we got texter 67129 who says, "I know the vocals and guitar is terrible on the song, but I had to share it with the world."
Yeah, we got to hear it.
What he's referring to.
I think what it is, we just ready to hear this song, man. We just trying to get this little stuff out the way.
So Zach, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, bro.
How you doing?
Man, trying to make it before they take it, man.
So which part do you want to start on?
What do you mean?
Like you said I have a story to tell, and
you have there's the first of all there's the song New Age Girl from Deadeye Dick, I'm sure everyone's heard the song. It's one that's one of the I would say like a one hit wonder type thing. You know the song. We had a caller, listener to the program, one of the family, because you guys are all family. One of the family sent that in. Did this person send it in to you, Zach?
Yeah. He sent it to me.
Okay. And this was part of the Zach wanted to get this as part of the Zach canon. Which let me tell you something. I encourage all of you guys out there that you are creatively minded. You want to send in a song. You want to send in song parodies. You want to say I love it. We are here for it. Please send all those in. And so this particular, do we have a name?
To who sent it?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Mac. Shout out to Mac. Mac.
Mac. Oh,
yeah, Mac.
Shout out Mac.
Yeah, shout out Mac.
All right, so let's hear the Max New Age Girl Zach parody.
Let's introduce our producer. Tell us what he's like. We think he likes the Cougars. Make sure that berry's ripe. Some call him a miser, doesn't spend a lot of cash. Traffic updates make us wiser, lets us know when there's a crash. He's the jefe of Covfefe, the rumba tingleton. Impeached mayor of Westwood, dethroned prince of Whitehaven. Zach Boyd, he's a vegetarian. Soy toy. Zach saving his virginity for the girl who married him. Zach Boyd, soy toy. When it's nap time, please leave him alone. He don't like feet and he answers our phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's amazing.
We gotta find a way to like. Once we,
That's
We
amazing.
gotta find a way to make that part of the compilation. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah, bro. We gotta play.
I mean,
we
that
gotta
is
play it again later in the
fantastic.
show, man.
That's fantastic. That's so good.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh my God, that's so good. Mac, yeah, woo!
Shout out to Matt, man. We need to make
Great
that,
lyrics.
find a way to make that
I
a Twitter
mean-
post and share that, man. That was,
Oh, we got to share it with the world, no question. Great,
that's
Mac.
simple. Just send me the audio, and I can make that happen, bro. That's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
that's fantastic. Man. Awesome. Thank you, Mac. I mean, so when he throws in soy toy, it's great. That's my soy toy.
Yeah,
Zach Boy. Oh yeah, works great.
It feels like I have my own personal sitcom. You know.
yeah, man. You feel good.
You
now.
do.
You should.
Like,
do.
oh, the
You
show's
do.
about me, even though like I'm the producer.
That's right.
like
Zach
a
is
spinoff.
you like we always said you're like Woody from the original, from Cheers back in the day. You're like Woody, or you're like Kramer from Seinfeld. You just have that. You're that character that everybody just latches onto.
Yeah,
like
man.
that's they love that character. They love your
Yeah.
appearances on the show. You never know what they're going to say or do.
Yeah. I also had a listener who, to piggyback on what you said, that's another conversation we had via text. We won't get into the depths of that conversation. But, yeah, Zach has an odd appeal to people sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I talked to me and Zach had a lengthy conversation yesterday after the off the air about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Zach's repping the show in so many ways we have
Yeah.
no idea about.
Yep, Zach is.
So shout out to Zach. Everyone, if you want to, just call up 360-8255. Zach will change your life. You never know.
Zach has a
Zach's a
cult,
life changer, baby.
Yep, he's got a cult following amongst the women, man. Yeah.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yep, I had a
Oh yeah.
had a friend of mine that messaged me and said that said Zach,
Yeah.
turned the man purple a little bit when he heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, says there was some streaks she was willing to break.
Woo!
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, sound like speaking of changing lives. That sound like that would have been a significant life changer right there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I wish you could share the full text there because
Nah.
that made me almost fall off my couch laughing. That was
We're not gonna share that one. But shout out to my boy Zach. Zach, how it feel, man, to have your own theme song that listeners created. That's a pretty big step, man.
I feel honored actually. I really do, because it'll be about a year, like actually in this month that I've started working on this show. So, the fact that I already have a theme song like a year into the show is like, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I don't have a theme song.
Yeah.
But
you
your
have a
name is
theme
on the
song?
show though, Peter.
Yeah, but I don't have a theme song. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah. You got two, man. You got one that you picked on your own that you used to play to introduce yourself. Then you got one that
That's right.
listens, man.
That's
We
right.
don't have either one of those. We just,
Yeah.
like when I come on, I don't
thought-
have like no dope music come on before I say my first word. Like that's pretty dope.
No.
Man. Like for real, like
You
I'm
got a
not
whole
joking,
intro.
man. That's really cool. Like there's somebody,
No,
yeah. Don't sleep on that, man. That's good. That's big stuff for real. We
That
gotta play
is
that
big
again.
stuff.
Probably at the top of every hour. We might run that again. It's really good, man. Like it's a really good song.
I know.
Like for real.
I want to say a shout out to Mac again, and Mac, send in your info, and we'll get you. I want to get you taken care of. Get you
Yeah,
something,
man. Get the man squared
from
away.
the prize closet because that was awesome. And I would encourage anyone to be like Mac. If you have the creative bones, if you have the juice, if you can, hold a tune a little bit, send something in, have some fun with it. We'd love to be able to play. We love having you guys as part of the theme, part of Zach. You want to send in anything about the show like that? Just if you get inspired, man, it's great. We love that as part of the show. So please send that in. Hit us up on the email. Did they email it to you? Did Mac email that to you, Zach, or how did that?
No, he
Hit you up on the Twitter?
Yeah,
Hit the DM.
Yeah, he hit the DM.
Okay. Hit the DMs.
That's pretty dope, man. Seriously.
Are your DMs open? My DM's not open. But,
Yes, mine.
Oh, of course
are
your
open.
DMs aren't open, man. You're a Twitter snob. We know that.
Yeah, yeah. You can tweet.
I don't open the DMs.
Remember, this is the same guy that says, that stuff doesn't bother me, man. I just see it. I don't see it. It just rolls off my back, man. But yet your DMs are closed up. Mine are open, man. You got something to say to me, you can slide in my DM at any time. I get it all the time, man. You know what I get in my DM more than anything? People asking me for links to bootleg stuff, I don't watch. Hey, say
I get that on my text. So I get that on my personal tweet line.
Yeah, bro. I
all
got
the time.
people all saying my last link burnt out, man. We got one to watch this fight. Like, yeah, man. Give me a minute. I got you.
let me tell you what I got though. Let me tell you what I got for real. I can't. I have to find a way to say this. A local celebrity, let's just say, tried to text me over the weekend looking for a particular link to a particular NFL game that he couldn't find, and I didn't see it until because I get my texts were off, so I didn't see it till like 3 hours later. So I missed the window when he was looking for the game, and oh my God, I got hit with a torrent of profanity and anger. So I was like, oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't see this till I said, here's what you need to do. And he's like, it's too late. And I got this unbelievable abuse.
Right.
So this is what happened. People abusing the privilege.
If you don't know how to find stuff nowadays, I don't really feel sorry for you, man. Come on, man. 2020.
Come on, local celebrities. Like I said, I'm not gonna put your name out there, but you know who you are. Okay, don't be just hitting me with all the abuse because I didn't see your text in time.
Yeah. Especially when it comes down to something like
Saint's almost as good at bootlegging as I am.
Oh, you crazy. I promise I'm on the next level with it, man. Only thing is, like, I'm kind of bougie with mine, though, bro. Like, I don't use the kind that's, like, free. I gotta have, like, mine gotta be, I don't want no ads on my screen. I ain't closing no pop-ups. I need to watch mine on my television with the remote. Like,
you don't want any viruses?
Yeah, I ain't playing
like
no
so
games,
many other.
I don't want no commercial coming up in the middle of a touchdown. Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
You got to have the right. You got to have the right situation. There's definitely those are out there. If you know
I
where
can't
you're
do
looking.
it. I cannot.
do it. Like I said, I don't endorse any of that stuff though. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is all just fantasy talk. Just
yeah.
What if comes
hypothetical
Yeah,
situations.
exactly. In the event that I was watching stuff bootleg.
Shout out to Subway, by the way. We talked about this yesterday.
Talking about the music group Subway and 702. This little game that we play.
No. We're talking about the fast food place. Subway.
Okay.
Do you like Subway?
I'm kind of indifferent about it. I used to eat Subway a lot, but it's pretty trash now when I really think about it.
I've always claimed, and people disagree with me on this, but I really feel like this is true, that Subway, you only go to Subway when it's like not when you're settling for it. You're like, oh, okay.
Like
I'm hungry and there's not really anything around.
Yeah, the line
is
short.
Exactly. Yeah, like I guess I go to Subway. Like it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't think anyone. People have told me otherwise, but I just can't imagine a person like, man, I can't wait to go to Subway. I just can't. I can't. I can't imagine that that's something you could like look forward to. Like I guess it would work. Like you could have it and it's all right, but. Although Zach does just absolutely destroy those oatmeal raisin cookies, we know that's the one thing Zach's all about that.
And there are two terrible scenarios in Subway. I'll tell you about those later, but go ahead.
Well, but shout out because in Ireland, Subway was ruled. The Supreme Court of Ireland ruled that sandwiches made by Subway contain too much sugar to legally be considered bread. So Subway sandwiches is actually not even considered bread in Ireland. So I don't know what you call it.
So it's technically a cookie. It's like
It's basically you're eating.
Yep, it's out. Zach can't eat it no more. Zach, he has to scratch Subway off his list of acceptable food products.
I get a salad from Subway, so I really don't eat the bread.
You ever had a
much.
pizza from Subway before?
Yeah,
It's decent.
What?
yeah, it's good.
You never had a pizza from
They do
Subway? It's good.
pizza?
Yeah, it's been doing pizza for like
I
over
never-
10 years.
What?
Longer than that, probably. Yeah, they've been doing pizza for a while.
Yeah, it's like
It's
about,
decent too.
about this big.
It's pretty decent.
You know,
What?
you can put
No.
as many toppings as you
No.
want, extra cheese.
No.
You know,
No.
yeah.
It's not. It's not bad. It's literally not bad.
If
for
you, I mean, for real, seriously, if you get pizza at Subway, I don't want to get sandwiches at Subway. Really,
would you eat a salad from a pizza place?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I like to get if I go to I'm going to a place to get a salad. I want to go to like a salady place. If I get if I get a salad as like a side item, fine. But like for a main salad,
Well,
I'm
let me
going to, like,
change your mind because you get a salad from Pyros or X Lines, it's like probably the best salad in town.
Yeah, Pyro's Pyro's pretty good. I would do that.
Right.
I've done that
so,
before.
So that's not
That's
act
okay.
like okay.
But I mean, like, but that's not don't even.
That's not the same. Yeah, I give you. It's not the same thing as getting a pizza from Subway. Yeah,
No,
it's
come
not
on.
bad though. I'm not saying I'm gonna get. Man, I want some pizza. Oh yeah, Subway. No, but that's not what I'm saying. But yeah, their pizza's not bad. Like back when, when you're a parent and you're going for a sub, but you know you're a kid, he's gonna eat a sub sandwich. You know, Gabe or Sabrina would eat a pizza when they were little kids. Oh, you just brought back memories of Sabrina as a little girl. You almost brought my tears out of my eyes. But go ahead.
So, but just letting you know, Subway is basically at this point cake. It would appear that they are putting
Cake sandwiches.
cake sandwiches. The bread is too sugary to be considered actual bread, and it is now taxed differently because of that. So
Yeah. Don't put the cake sandwich idea.
this hour brought to
into
you by
the
Subway.
atmosphere. Yeah. Don't put the cake sandwiches idea into the atmosphere because Burger King will probably have it sometime next month. The Burger King
Yeah,
comes
that'd
out
be
with
good,
some
though.
of
Cake sandwich.
the most ridiculous ideas in the world come from Burger King.
You know, the real cake sandwich is if you get a cupcake and you cut the bottom off
Yeah.
of that, and then you flip the thing to the top,
Yeah.
and then you eat the icing in the middle. That's a cake sandwich right there. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it actually
That's
does
a real
sound,
cake sandwich.
That sounds pretty good.
It's extremely good. That's how you do it. That's how you. That way you get all the frosting with every
In the
bite,
middle.
not just like when you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to have the part without the frosting, the cake part down at the bottom.
got you,
You just
brother.
kind of cut
I
that off,
got you.
flip it up, kabam, and then you're good to go.
There are two times that are horrible to be at Subway. You want to know when those are? Those are when you're behind somebody that's either ordering one sandwich that's not for themselves or they're ordering for a group of people. You're going to be in there forever. You're going to want to slap the person that's in front of you. When they're ordering a sandwich that's not for them and they're reading what they wanted on it from a list, oh, man.
yeah.
Like, I'm out. Like,
Yeah,
I
when you go
changed my
when you
mind.
got the person from from the office,
office,
like,
yeah,
I
it
got
was
5
ordering for the
orders.
whole office. Like,
Yeah,
man, no, I'm out.
no,
I'm out.
No. Similar, Pyros and all that. You can't.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
it
do
drives you
places like
crazy,
that.
man.
Chipotle. Sometimes you get one of those. That's no.
And you're behind the person who's getting food for the whole office. Like, oh, man, I'm totally out on this crowd. I changed
I'm
my
just
mind.
letting everybody know. I'm just letting everybody at the end of the day, like that your, Subway is, technically cake. So if you just FYI, really for Zach, for Zach, you just need to know that just lest you wonder.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I usually get a salad from Subway anyway, so But thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, the sugar is 10% of the weight of the flour in the dough. Is sugar.
That can't be true, man.
10%. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the ruling from the judge.
10% of the flour in Subway's bread is sugar.
10% of the weight of the flour in the dough is sugar.
Oh,
The weight. So like if you have the whole mixture, the dough mixture,
Mm-hmm.
and you're putting the flour in there, 10% of that weight is sugar.
They just straight up injected sugar.
man, what?
I mean, that's just sugar. Yeah, that's just
That's just straight sugar, man.
That's how they. That's how they do it, man. Ugh. So yeah, sugar bread. You want your little sugar bread, then knock yourself out. I prefer if I'm gonna eat sugar bread, I'm just gonna go with a cinnamon roll and be done with it. That's the only sugar bread I need to worry about. A cinnamon roll or Kringle. Oh baby, gets to go to
Right.
Go to Trader Joe's and get you some Kringle. It'll change your life. Spectacular. Tell
you know, I ain't never been to Trader Joe's before.
Go to Trader Joe's. It's good. Good place. Well, that's good. You want some cheap wine? They got you covered. You want some other stuff? They got you covered. It's a very unique place. Go check it out. We'll come back. We're going to talk a little bit about the finals from last night. It was not at all dramatic. It was not at all under any question of who was going to win. And in fact, the series may be over. Just that simple.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it from the Family Leisure Studios. Pete and Sane with you. And, of course, the legendary Zach Boyd with his own theme songs and so much more, who is producing today's program. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 98.5.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
I almost never go to Central Barbecue without running into somebody I know.
That could be because you only eat at Central Barbecue.
It's because Central Barbecue is where Memphians go to get barbecue and has consistently been voted the most popular barbecue restaurant among locals.
Actually, that's really saying something.
I know. Memphis is the nation's capital of barbecue. With all the choices, people who live here go to Central Barbecue.
They do get their share of tourists.
Sure, because Central Barbecue has been mentioned on TV and in tons of national publications. You know why?
Because of the great food?
Because those TV shows and magazines look for the place where the locals go, and that, my friend, is Central Barbecue.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Ben Swinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 125 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Ben Swinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. 2 Memphis locations, one in Midtown, on Hollywood Street across from the Liberty Bowl, and one in Cordova, off Germantown Parkway next to the Fox & Hound. Visit their website, benswingerglass.com. Ben Swinger Glass.
Napa know-how. At Napa, you can buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for just $27.99. And as a bonus, you'll score a $10 gift card by mail-in rebate. That's like a cherry on top of the cherry on top of your oil change. So get $10 back by mail when you buy a jug of Mobil 1. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales price does not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 10/31/20.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Good news. Southland Casino is now back open. That's right. The most spacious casino floor in the Mid-South is ready to welcome you back to the action with live blackjack, roulette, craps, and all your favorite slots. The action kicks off every day at 9 a.m. and rolls all the way till 5 o'clock the next morning. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and make the short drive to Southland. We're ready for you. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
It's fall, y'all, and Sports 56 is hitting the road. This Friday, Sports 56 Middays with Greg and me will be at Frontier Western Store at 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Family owned and operated since 1967, Frontier Western is your leader in selling Western apparel and footwear, as well as workwear and gear. Join us for food, prizes, and a chance to win Ole Miss Alabama football tickets. Lunch will be catered by Moe's Southwest Grill of Olive Branch. That's Sports 56 Middays at Frontier Western Store this Friday, October 2nd.
Sports 56 traffic.
We have a crash on Brooks Road west of Mill Branch Road. A car struck a pedestrian. That's Brooks Road west of Mill Branch Road. Also, we have a road closure as Lamar Avenue is blocked in both directions between Old Getwell Road and Getwell Road due to police investigation in the area. Please use Chulahoma or Goodlitch Street as an alternate. And also we have accident on Hacks Cross Road at Holmes Road. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Evolution is a mystery, full of chains that no one sees. Clock makes a fool of history. Yesterday's too long ago. Don't agree
So Lemmy.
What were your thoughts on evolution, evolution, or whatever they want to call it?
I don't know.
I never understood why they didn't just call it the Four Horsemen. Like that whole thing made me mad.
Yeah, I think they thought they were way cooler than they were. Like they thought they were that next evolution of the Four Horsemen. They thought they were elite. It never clicked with me. I don't know. I mean, they've all obviously they're all superstar. And they've all gone on to great huge things, or had already done great huge things. So I mean, it's not about that. It's just as a group, I don't know. It felt
forced,
fake, forced. Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood why the WWE, once they owned the rights to the Four Horsemen, then especially when Ric Flair still could go a little bit, why they didn't really, not in the ring being a member of the Four Horsemen, but being that
being the
manager,
talker.
Yeah, why they didn't start a faction in the because they started the Four Horsewomen. With Charlotte Flair. I can't remember the other ladies that were in the group, but
that made perfect sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you should have did the Four Horsemen. It's just an egregious decision not to do that.
I don't know. I get maybe if you just want to not do it altogether, fine. The Four Horsemen will always be in my mind. They kind of. The end of it got real stupid with Mongo McMichael and
Chris. It was Chris Benoit, Mongo.
Benoit's Benoit.
Yeah, I like Benoit.
Obviously,
God, who was the other guy's name?
I mean, Kurt Hennig was in it at one point, which was cool. Like he just said he was hurt. He wasn't himself, but he fit the mold of what you expect from a horseman. But
Dean
Malenko
was in it.
Yeah, Dean Malenko made some sense, but I don't know. It just when you start getting Mongo McMichael in there and stuff, it just no.
It wasn't hitting right. It wasn't hitting right at all.
No, Sid back in the day, that was the Horsemen. Flair, Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, and Sid, or Tully Blanchard back in the day with J.J. Dillon. I mean, those are the Horsemen. It's not the same. All right, so NBA Finals last night. Lakers beat the Heat 116-98. It was not even that close at all. This game was, at one point, 30 plus. Everyone played pretty badly. And frankly, when you combine everyone playing badly with the fact that Goran Dragic looks like he's out maybe for the rest of the series with a torn plantar fascia in his left foot. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo both suffering injuries of some sort. Unclear. Bam did not really return. Jimmy did, but he sort of tweaked his ankle. Bam looked like he got a wrist or something going on with all that. There are a couple other minor injuries. This was about as bad as it could be for the Heat. And if those guys can't come back, Sane, I think that my prediction of the Heat. Winning, they have no chance. They can't. I mean, they're going to be missing huge parts of their rotation. Dragic alone is going to be tough to deal with. But I don't know, man. This might be it. It might just have been over before it started.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for him out there. The Heat came out looking good. I said that if Jay Crowder can find his shot, that it'll be a totally different series if he adds to who are already going to give you something in Duncan and Hero. But, Jay came out shooting the ball well. The Lakers were down double digits early in the game. I was like, well, this might be that throwaway game that the Lakers are known for when teams get up in their first game on them. But, yeah, the Lakers started tightening up, and once they did, all hell started breaking loose from Miami. You had the Jimmy Butler ankle injury. We don't know what that situation is going to be. Like we talked about earlier with Anthony Davis, just because he finished the game, it's always that morning after with those ankle injuries that really tell you what the situation will be with that. And then, of course, they had Dragic and Adebayo went down as well. So, yeah, it's looking pretty bad for the Heat, which is unfortunate because this was really setting up to possibly be a really good series.
I think it's gonna be fascinating, and I don't know. I hope they can come back. That's all I can say. I hope they're healthy. Because if not, then it ain't gonna be very interesting at all. If they come back and maybe get a little juice in the tank, fair enough. The Heat played very tired. They didn't look. They after that. Basically, when the Lakers went on what amounted to a 75-30 run, basically
is
encompassing from the second and middle of the second quarter all the way through, and then into the third quarter. 75-30 run. So, that's really, really
pretty
really,
big run.
That's a big run. That's really hard to overcome, a 45-point run like that. Is in the finals, man. So the Heat didn't show up, didn't play well, and or at least outside of that first 15, 20 minutes or so. They the first quarter they were right there. They were up like 10, 15, somewhere in that neighborhood. They're up a big early, and if they just stopped playing, like it was even before the injuries. Matchups were really problematic for them. The size of the Lakers was an issue. Their zone was not active. They tried to hit him with the zone, but zones have to be really active zones. They can't just be a bunch of guys out in position. You have to move, especially in the NBA. You've got to adjust. You got to slide over. You got to be really active in that zone. They just didn't have a lot of energy in the zone, so the Lakers were more or less one pass to an open shot. That can't happen in your zone look. So.
And you're playing a team full of vets. The Lakers, they've been there, done that. All those guys, all their championship.
Except for, Anthony Davis, and he played great in his debut. He was fired up. He played really well.
I'm just talking about as far as that zone. Like Miami threw the same zone that they threw on Boston, and the totally different mentality of the team on the other side with the Lakers. You got guys who've been, like I said, been there, done that. Plus, you get Anthony Davis, who's the perfect guy to have in the middle, who can knock down mid-range shots. Yeah, that zone's not going to work against the Lakers at all.
No, well, not, and they're going to have to. I think they can make it work a little bit, but they can't rely on it as much as they did against the Celtics, and they have to be more energetic with it. You have to actually get out there and do it.
Yep.
The thing was the Lakers started out hitting threes, so their 3-point shooting was so insanely good. I think they were like 11 of their first 17 from three, something crazy like that. So when that happens, the Lakers with their size, you're going to have trouble beating them in the best of situations because that they just, if they can do that to you inside, then the outside shot adding to that is too much for most teams.
Yeah.
The Lakers have not been one of the better 3-point shooting teams. Their defense was really good. That's really what kind of dragged them through all this. Offense was kind of iffy in the bubble, but when the offense starts to click like that, then you're not going to beat them. So
when the Lakers hit threes like that, it's all she wrote, man. You're not beating them.
It looks pretty rough for the Heat. I don't know, man. That's we'll see Game 2 Friday if they got anything left in the tank to pop out there. But I'm not.
Rookie of the Year runner-up Kendrick Nunn is gonna have to step up, man.
Hey, man, he played really well in garbage time.
Yeah. 18
points, 8-11 shooting in garbage time, man. Come on. I forgot the man existed. He's the second in Rookie of the Year voting. His team's in the finals, and forgot he existed. Literally did not remember that he was even on planet Earth. And so that's weird. I've never really seen a situation like that, where another rookie on the team is kind of become like a star in the playoffs. A guy who he wasn't on the all first team rookie, didn't get any votes for Rookie of the Year at all. No first, second, third votes, nothing. You got a guy that did finish second on your own team, and the guy with all the votes is the one who's been starting, sometimes jumping in, playing 30 minutes in a finals game. He didn't play very well last night. In fact, Tyler Hero set a unwanted record, tied the late Kobe Bryant with the worst plus-minus in a single finals game, -35. And that actually improved a little bit at the end. At one point he got to -41, which means he was outscored 41. The team was outscored by 41 points when he was on the floor.
Yeah.
Some
of those plus.
It was not a good night for Tyler Hero. Not a good night for Tyler Hero. Not a good night for. I mean, this is ridiculous. That's all I can say.
Yeah, those plus minuses are pretty bad, man.
I mean, normally plus minuses aren't. I don't really care too much about. Like Kelly Olynyk is like a plus 14 because he played garbage time. Kendrick Nunn's a plus 8 because he played garbage time. Like so plus minuses are kind of, not super relevant unless they are like particularly good or particularly bad. Mm-hmm. Then that kind of tells you something. Tyler Hero at a -35 in those 30 minutes means that he was unplayable. Like you put him out there and the whole thing just collapsed. That means that, if you take what the Heat did, the Heat outscored the Lakers by 17 points in the 18 minutes that Tyler Hero did not play. Some of that was garbage time, but some of that was just defensively. He was not great, and when he's not hitting his threes, it's true of any of those shooters, man. Guys that are specialty shooters like that, if they're not able to hit, and they're not going to be able to defend at a real high level, the zone's not working, all that, then they are liabilities. That's kind of part of the game. So you just have to accept that. And thankfully for the Heat, it's only one loss. No matter how bad it was, it can only count for one, and they will have more chances. So
might not have many.
Series not technically over, but if they don't have some good news on the injury front today and tomorrow, it might already be over.
Yeah,
I
don't
hope
think
not.
we want to see the Kelly Olynyk show.
Oh God. Dragic is bad enough. Dragic being out is tough. He's been really, really good for them. And that one with a torn plantar fascia, it sounds to me like he's going to be out for the series. They haven't ruled him out for the series, but it sounds, with my extensive podiatry history,
right,
which goes deep.
Which goes deep, man.
Situation. That's not good. That's a hard one to come back from. Even if he comes back, he's going to be limited. That's tough. But Bam Adebayo, if Adebayo's out, forget about it.
Yeah,
they got no
tough.
chance. I mean, they got. It's not going to be tough. It's going to be impossible.
Yeah, I think
tough is not the word. It ain't going to happen. It's over.
And I hope that's not an indictment on the Heat. If something if they get swept or whatever, that team still has had a heck of a season. They're still a heck of a good team.
Absolutely.
Who's in very good position going forward. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna knock them for anything. I don't want to hear the asterisk talk or nothing. Man, look,
no,
all that stuff is all that stuff is
everything. Everything's good about that. That's for sure. There are more ways than ever to win on the FanDuel Fantasy app. From daily fantasy to new season-long contests, you can play for free or join paid games to compete for real cash prizes. And right now, FanDuel is giving new players 20% on their first deposit, up to $500 in bonus credit added instantly into your new account. Use that bonus to try partial season best ball, FanDuel's newest way to play fantasy football. Best ball contests are the simplest way to play season-long fantasy because you got no lineups to set, no waivers to claim, no trades, none of that stuff. You just draft your team, and FanDuel will do all the rest. Enter now to get in before this round of best balls ends. Your old favorites are still available as well, including everyone's favorite Gridiron Pick'em. Just pick the winners of Sunday's NFL matchups correctly for your chance to earn up to $5,000 every week, absolutely free. And when you win, FanDuel pays out your winnings in as little as 24 hours. If you haven't tried FanDuel yet, what are you waiting for? All you got to do is download the FanDuel Fantasy app today to get started and claim your deposit bonus of up to $500. Age and location-based restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com. Now, there's a couple interesting stories I want to get to. One of them in the soccer world we're going to talk a little bit about. Also, we're going to talk about some interesting information off the court from the NBA. The jersey sales numbers came in yesterday. Very interesting news. We have to discuss about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the college football matchups. We're going to talk to our buddy Leon Taylor at 8:30 about the some likely good news on the Tiger recruiting front.
Yep.
And more. We'll talk to Leon about that 8:30. 9 o'clock, we're going to talk to our buddy Dustin Starr about wrestling. So big show here as we come back. Family Leisure Studios, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 98.5.
Sports Time on Sports 56 with Wallow and Stats. Weekday afternoons from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, Call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elders Roofing Solutions.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
If you thought cooking meant having to stay in the kitchen the entire time, think again. Because Lowe's has Samsung slide-in ranges with Wi-Fi that let you connect via your smartphone using the SmartThings app. Preheat and adjust cook times and temperatures on your oven, and even monitor your cooktop from anywhere. So you can spend time doing things like relaxing on your patio and keep an eye on dinner at the same time. Bring home innovation this fall with Lowe's. Preheat applies to electric models only. Available on Android and iOS devices. Wi-Fi connection and a Samsung encounter required. U.S. only.
Bartlett Small Engine has been serving quality power equipment since 1970. They have a full line of power equipment, parts, and services for most makes and models. Bartlett Small Engines has the best brands in the power tool industry: Honda mowers, trimmers, and generators, Steel blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws, Echo trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, plus quality products from Red Mat and Shindawa. And they're all American made. Bartlett Small Engine is your can-do store. 6780 Summer Avenue. Call 901-386-9779.
Family Leisure's done it again. We're talking about the world's biggest spa sale. Up to 30% off on spas and swim spas. Choose from hundreds of different spas from multiple manufacturers. There is special financing available, and if you are in the market, special pricing now as summer starts to dwindle on chemicals and accessories. Always professional delivery available. The spas are going crazy at Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road.
Are you looking for a dependable car at a fair price and guaranteed financing approval? Then you need to make your way to Collierville Auto Center, where one price shopping is the name of the game. Family owned and operated, Collierville Auto Center has been in the business for over 20 years and is proud to serve the people of this area. Collierville Auto Center is stocked with over 50 units, including cars, trucks, SUVs, and Highlines. Looking for a particular type of vehicle? Collierville Auto Center offers a locator service with 72-hour turnaround service. With over 30 years in the automotive industry, Scott and Martin would be happy to show you how their affordable pricing and guaranteed financing can work for you. Come see Scott and his professional staff of Terry, Branson, Q for your car needs. Conveniently located at 651 West Poplar Avenue, Collierville Auto Center is situated where Highway 72 meets Poplar and Collierville. Please look them up on the web at ColliervilleAutoCenter.com. Call at 901-853-0240 or simply come and see them for an outstanding car buying experience. At Collierville Auto Center, they're here for you.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
The gold standard.
The original. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone's trying to be like them.
Yep.
And they're never going to be, sadly. Did you see the new rankings, jersey sales?
Yes.
For the National Basketball Association, from the time that basically encompassing the bubble time. So bubble jersey sales around the world and all that stuff. And rather interesting, number one, LeBron James. Okay, no shock there. Luka, 2. No shock there.
You going to get that
Anthony
Luka
Davis.
jersey? You going to get that Luka jersey, bro?
Man, I got throwbacks. I got the Real Madrid Luka jersey. I got the whole thing.
I think his numbers.
I
I think his numbers too ugly for my personal preference. The 77.
You know, like a 77. You know, like 77.
Then the Dallas that Dallas Fresh Prince of Bel-Air jersey is terrible.
No, it's ridiculous. I don't like non-traditional numbers. So you know, Rodman 91, 77. All that.
Get out of my face.
I don't like that stuff. Anthony Davis 3, Jason Tatum 4, Giannis 5, Steph 6, KD 7, Lillard 8, Kawhi 9, Jimmy Butler 10, Kemba 11, Kyrie 12, Russ 13, Jokic 14, Ja Morant 15.
Where is
Demetrius Jamel Morant 15, ahead of
everybody else in the world.
Where's James Harden?
Oh wow, didn't think about Harden. Yeah,
he's not in the mix. Where is Zion, the guy that they put this
Open
whole
the
bubble
bubble
thing
for.
together for?
Yep. Imagine if you actually had Ja Morant jerseys you could actually buy. Imagine if they actually had those available, where he would actually be.
I mean, they don't even have the throwback available.
And
you can't get the throwback.
Don't get it twisted. That number 15 is because of that throwback jersey. Like that jersey sells because that Grizzlies, that Vancouver Grizzlies teal jersey was one of the hottest jerseys. Period. And the fact that they weren't available is maybe they included like Japanese sales or Chinese market sales in those as well.
No, that's not the bootleg rankings. That's a whole different.
If you did the bootleg rankings,
right
Ja might be number one. Ja might be number one because I've seen so many.
Yeah, if there's a way to
shades of teal.
monetize the bootlegs aspect, I mean, there's no question.
I've seen so many different shades of teal in that jersey. That's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I wrote a story. I don't know if you remember. I wrote a story back in about a year ago now about how that jersey came to be. The whole story behind it. I talked to people, the original designer of it, and got like looking at the prototypes and all that. And there is a specific type of. It's actually not teal; it's turquoise. The guy's very specific about the difference between teal and turquoise, and like he was very, very mad. I kept saying teal. He's like, it's not teal. It's turquoise. Like he's very specific about the particular shade and all that.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the prototypes and all that. So they knew it was going to be, and it is there's a specific color to it. And if you look at the bootlegs, that color, they are different, different shade.
The color
altogether.
of this shirt I got on right now, yeah, man. But those bootlegs can get bad with the color schemes. But shout out to Ja. I think more is to come, man. I told you I went to Atlanta Hawks game. I think were you there at that game with me when the Hawks played the Grizzlies?
Yeah.
And there was a mob of kids trying to get Ja's autograph. I was like, yeah, we got on a road game. It's like, yeah, we got to start.
It's gonna be. You can. I mean, anywhere on the road, and when you look at, like you when you listen to, and I watch. A lot of times I end up watching the road feed of the games and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah,
to hear
when
them
bootleg,
talk
that's
about
what
Ja,
comes with,
you end up watching. Well, not only bootleg, but then when you're doing like when you're getting the tape and the film study and all that stuff. Like sometimes you get it from different sources, and so you end up with the other feed, and it's like, man,
Quit trying to act like you study film, man. You watch bootleg games and it's the road team, man. Come on, man.
No. I'm not. There's a difference between watching game and studying film. You watch the game when it happens.
When do you study film, Peter?
The next day.
Man, get out of here. All right, go ahead, man. Finish your story. I was studying film. And, no, you were watching a bootleg stream.
No, you watch the game. That's one thing. I'll watch a bootleg stream of the game when it's happening. But then you go back the next day and you actually watch.
I got you.
You slow it down. You stop it. You look at what happened. You rewind it. You go and you look at what. That's the difference.
I got you, bro.
So when I say you're watching film, that's a different thing.
All right, shoot me that link. Shoot me your link so I can go watch some film at the same time.
You don't even want to know how that happens. That's a whole different process. You don't even know anything. You literally don't know anything about that. There's a whole different.
Big old
deal
big
there.
boy on that one, yeah.
Oh, that's I got a big boy. Yeah, I'm
straight
gonna have
from
to. I'm gonna have
NBA.com.
I'm gonna have to body you up on that one right there. I don't even
Hey,
do
don't act like I'm that little boy, because I do have the official license to share NBA videos. You know, so don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Don't act
Oh, no,
like that.
I don't.
Okay, hey, come on now.
I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that now. I don't have that.
Yeah, I do. I can share official NBA videos. Yeah, I can post some Lakers and Heat practice right now if I wanted to.
That's right. You could.
Just keep
You
that in
could. You
mind.
could do that.
Okay, yeah, all right.
You could do that. That's
All
exactly
right.
right. I'm just letting you know. But they will talk a lot. Like if you go back and watch the Clippers game back in like January or whenever the Grizzlies just killed the Clippers. Go back and listen to Chauncey Billups on that game and on the Clippers broadcast, and he was just like, you hear him talk about Ja, like you never heard anybody talk about a Grizzly player like this on the opposing. It never. Most time, like during the Core 4 era, they barely even knew. They're like Michael Connolly is he's a very gifted player. No, like just kind of generic stuff. Like they're like, oh Ja, look at this. Like they're all just salivating over Ja. So we've never. It just goes to show, Memphis has never ever had a true superstar, and Ja is a true superstar.
Yeah,
first time
for sure.
I'm telling you. So,
for sure, man.
And you can see it with the jersey sales, man.
Yep.
Beating out Zion and all those guys. We'll come back. Hour number 2 on the way. I got a very interesting story from the soccer world I want to run by you. So we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. Very intriguing stuff. Hour number 2 on the way. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7, and 98.5.
One thing I really admire about Central Barbecue is their commitment to quality.
Then why do they let you do their commercials?
I'm talking about their food. Everything is prepared with devotion to taking the time and effort to create perfect barbecue.
Oh, I know. That's exactly why I was wondering why.
They're not kidding with that slow-smoked Memphis-style slogan. They smoke their pork for 14 hours. Do they have to? They do if they want to be the best barbecue in Memphis, and they are.
And yet they let you just throw together.
There's nothing better than Central Barbecue because they care.
Except apparently about their radio ads.
Golfers, are you looking to play like a pro without traveling the world? Just come to Golf and Games Family Park, 5484 Summer Avenue. Golf and Games has the Top Tracer range system. Top Tracer gathers all your golfing data, distance, carry, ball speed, and more. Or choose a virtual course like Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, and Spyglass. Bring your friends and family to transform and enhance the range experience for golfers and non-golfers alike. Plus, it's fun. Top Tracer range at Golf and Games, 5484 Summer Avenue. Play like a pro.
Ian Eagle here from Westwood One with a Thursday night football preview. Ross Tucker and I will be on hand in New Jersey for the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. For Sam Darnold and the Jets, a disappointing 0-3 start to the season. And for the Broncos, also looking for their first win, the injury list just keeps on growing. They lost Pro Bowler Von Miller before the season started, and now second-year starting QB Drew Lock is on the mend. Head coach Vic Fangio says the short week should help keep them focused on moving forward.
Yes, we have sustained a lot of injuries. There's no denying that. But we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep preparing. We're going to have guys that go out there that are going to give it their all and do their best to try and get us a win.
Join us for the Broncos and the Jets on Thursday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
Napa know-how. At Napa, we've teamed up with AAA to save you 20% online or in-store. That's why they call us the Savings Dream Team. Okay, we're the only ones calling us that. But it's true. Your AAA membership can save you 20% at Napa. So we're basically superheroes with the most specific power ever, saving you 20%. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
20% off regular retail prices with valid AAA membership card. Offer ends 10/31/20.
Now that the storm has passed, Lowe's is ready to move home forward. Our Pro Team is here for your Pro Team every step of the way. We have the essentials to repair and rebuild, to get homes and neighborhoods back up and running. It's what we do, what we've always done, what we'll continue to do. We also offer job site delivery to save you valuable time. Find what you need in-store or 24/7 at lowesforpros.com. Lowe's, because now more than ever before, home unites us.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
It's fall, y'all, and Sports 56 is hitting the road. This Friday, Sports 56 Middays with Greg and me will be at Frontier Western Store at 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Family owned and operated since 1967, Frontier Western is your leader in selling Western apparel and footwear, as well as workwear and gear. Join us for food, prizes, and a chance to win Ole Miss Alabama football tickets. Lunch will be catered by Moe's Southwest Grill of Olive Branch. That's Sports 56 Middays at Frontier Western Store this Friday, October 2nd.
You already know you can listen to Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 anywhere with the Sports 56 app or at sports56whbq.com. But you can also watch live video of all of our shows on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Periscope. Don't miss out on anything. Stay in touch with Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 on social media.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, WPGFLP Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Sports 56 traffic.
We have a crash on Brooks Road west of Mill Branch Road. Car struck a pedestrian. That's Brooks Road west of Mill Branch Road. Also, we have a Lamar Avenue that is blocked between both directions, directions between Old Getwell Road and Getwell Road due to a police investigation. Use Tullahoma or Goodlett Street as alternative roads. Also have an accident on Hacks Cross Road at Holmes Road, and we also have an accident on I-240 westbound at Poplar Avenue. Traffic starting to back up towards the 4240 flyover. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Never somebody taken generic music and made it so good.
Yeah,
this was like just a generic any old song. They call it production music. There's every place has production libraries of just basic music you can use for whatever. And this is a production library song that they just took it to the next level.
With.
I don't know,
but they stretched it out
thing.
so much, man, because the screen would go black and white. And everything, yeah. And WCW just milked NWO literally for all they could, as long as they could.
I mean, absolutely.
Probably
all they could possibly do it, and then more. But to the point where, Vincent and the Booty Man were part of the NWO, and
it was just literally the whole roster damn near was part of NWO, fighting against no one, against each other.
Fighting against no one, it didn't make any sense. It just didn't.
Everybody was in the NWO.
You had the NWO, then you had the Wolf Pack. They had to fight against themselves because they had to figure. That was just.
You had the Latino World Order. You had.
That's right. The LWO. You had
It was wild.
It was amazing for its first. Back in '96 to about '98 it was on fire. But after that, it burned itself out pretty quick. Hour number 2 is here on a beautiful day. I mean, it's beautiful, man, out there. Weather's going to be absolutely fantastic. High in the low 70s. It was cool. Still a little cool when you go out there right now, but, man, it's going to be an awesome day to get out and just hang out and be outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. We are in October now officially. We made it to October. That means, for me, this is the magic time of year. October, November, December. Last 3 months of the year, they're so good. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got my birthday. It's all happening there.
Yeah, man.
All the big four, they call those: Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and my birthday.
Yeah,
that's the big
same
four.
thing. My birthday's November 3rd, so yeah.
Okay, the big five then. I guess we'll throw that.
But I don't really care about your birthday, so we're just gonna keep it relative to each other. It's the big four for me and the big four for you. But I don't really care nothing about it.
No. I mean, everyone cares about my birthday.
Nah,
that's the big four, nationally. But we can throw you in there if you want. Big 4.5, that's cool. Big 12, you heard me?
Big 12, you hear me? Big number 15, you hear me? But seriously though, man, what if the Grizzlies actually had those jerseys to actually sell? How many would they have actually
I know.
sold if they had those available? What a concept, huh?
Texter says, celebrate Ja now because LeBron and Rich Paul are already working on Super Team 2025.
I wouldn't even go respond to this dude.
The haterishness.
This is the same guy who talked about the Lakers being a super team. Then he said something. I'm like, bro, you're lying. He says, I was a Lakers fan, but Rich Paul and LeBron have ruined the league. Do you think if I'm a Grizzlies fan and Luka Doncic forces his way to the Grizzlies or Giannis Antetokounmpo forces himself to the Grizzlies, I'm going to say, I can't be a Grizzlies fan anymore. I'll be Celebration City. Lakers ain't won a championship in 15 years. You think I'm going to be talking about, nah, man, I don't want it this way. Like, man, get out of here, man. You've never been a Lakers fan. No Lakers fan says what this guy's saying. Like, get out of here.
No, Lakers are, what was it, 2010 last time they won with Powell and
10 years ago,
Kobe
man.
and all
Get
that?
out of here. If you're a Lakers fan, you're excited that LeBron and Anthony Davis on your team.
Of course.
Get out of here, man.
Anybody would be. And that's this person, this is how the league works. It's not just Rich Paul. It's not like Rich Paul's the only one. There's plenty of agents that have always done this.
Yeah.
Go back to David Falk with Michael Jordan. I mean, it's been he was manipulating and setting up those guys to get the likes of Rodman, the likes of when Horace Grant initially they're always working behind the scenes to make these things happen. They're always trying to bring the right people in for teams. That's just how it works. I mean, and look at all. And the other thing is, if it was so easy to just make a super team and bring a bunch of superstars and have them win, why didn't the Clippers win?
Why didn't the Clippers win? Stop it.
I mean, why didn't the Lakers win when they had Nash and Dwight Howard and all that stuff? All those guys. They brought,
I'm sure you hated that too.
Karl Malone, the corpse of Karl Malone, and Gary Payton and all that stuff. I mean, why didn't they win when they were just jam packed with that level of talent? Why didn't the Rockets win? They got Russell Westbrook and James Harden and all. Why is that? Why didn't the Celtics jam-packed with talent? Why they only win one championship? I mean, I've never seen a team that's milked one championship one time to as much fame and fortune and I mean.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
You think with Paul, the way Paul Pierce talks, the way like KG talks, you think that was like a dynasty? It was one title. They won one championship.
Yeah.
Like the same thing as like the Pistons in 04. Like what? You don't see like Ben Wallace like, leadership back in my day when we did all. No, these guys. I've never seen a team just milk one championship for as much as that Celtics team and Doc and all those guys milk that thing, man.
And
Congratulations to y'all, but it's been 12 years.
And this guy's saying that he just clearly doesn't like LeBron James, which is weird because, I'm sure like you said when the Lakers had there's two shots at a super team, especially this recent one that had. Pau Gasol, Kobe, Ron Artest, Dwight Howard, and Steve Nash. I'm sure he wasn't saying, "Oh man, these super teams are getting out of control." Because
Feta world peace.
Yeah, Feta world peace.
Feta world peace.
But yeah, man, we got to stop the nonsense, man. Like stop letting LeBron James like drive you to this type of insanity where you're just the biggest hater in the world because it's not beneficial to anybody. And to all the people who talk about, well, Ja ain't going to be here. Ja's going to be here. Even if Ja wants to get the hell up out of Memphis, he's going to be here 8 to 9 years. And that run within itself is longer than the entire grit and grind run by itself. So if shame on the Grizzlies if that happens, man. Like, well,
there's no way. I mean, again, there's no way barring, Ja literally going on strike and just refusing to play that he's here for less than 8 years.
Yeah,
8 years is. Well, at 5 is the absolute bare minimum if he's willing to give up a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, most guys aren't going to do that. Yeah, he has to absolutely hate
that's
Memphis
a huge risk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge risk for him to do it. But 5 is the absolute bare minimum. So if the Grizzlies can't figure out a way in the next 4 years to put a competitive team around Ja and make it worth his while to stay, then that's on them.
And we've seen no signs that Ja wants to get the hell up out of here. So I mean, the people.
No. Ja's loving it,
man.
and he's not a big.
Big city, bright lights guy. Yeah,
like Pau Gasol's a big Pau was a big he loves the whole culture of the city. He likes to go to the big symphonies and art. So he's a big sort of a cosmopolitan kind of guy.
Yeah.
That's not Ja. Ja's a country dude. He likes in Memphis is got plenty of stuff that would interest him. And so I don't think for Pau Gasol, it's like we have a lovely Memphis Symphony Orchestra, but it's not Milan, it's not Paris, it's not Barcelona, it's not Los Angeles. So he literally goes to the opera. He literally goes to he would. So that's a whole different level of stuff for a guy like him. Memphis is limiting, but that's not really Ja. So,
yeah. And to sum it up,
and besides that, it's all about just what the team is. Can you build a team around it?
The
Same
team's
with
good
like
enough
Giannis right now.
Yep, exactly. If the Bucks were cooking, and we wouldn't hear nothing about Giannis getting up out of there, man. It's all about winning and putting a winning situation around your stars. And I summed all that up to say, stop hating on LeBron, man. Just stop hating on LeBron and celebrate one of the greatest players you've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean that's really the biggest thing right there.
This guy texts us every day.
35. This dude's 35. He's won championship after championship. He's made 10 NBA finals.
Yep.
You're talking
Who
about
does it?
It's crazy what he's able to do. So just enjoy. Even I was thinking about this. I was watching last night and I was watching him. Still able to do so. Like most dudes at 35 start slowing down, kind of. You just don't. They don't quite look the same. And there, Jordan. And there's no question, Jordan. Like at 35 hits when he won his last championship, he wasn't the same dude. But like LeBron, he modified his game. You started seeing Jordan with those little, that little back to the basket turnaround, little fadeaway mid range shot that he made such a huge part of his game. You started seeing that more and more with him. And LeBron has kind of modified his game a little bit, but he's still such a spectacular player. It's crazy to think about. I mean, it's crazy. Again, look at the other dudes that were drafted with him. Yeah. Carmelo has kind of reinvigorated his game a little bit, but he went through, 5 years or so where he was just washed. Like you couldn't even. Chris Bosh obviously was injury wise wasn't able to jump in and play. Dwayne Wade is out of the league altogether. I mean, he's still like not only that he's the leader in assists this year. First time he's ever led the NBA in assists, leader in the assists in playoffs this year. I don't know. Anybody wants to hate on LeBron is crazy. Like
it's weird, man.
He's a top 3 player for sure. Certainly, you can make the case he's the greatest player of all time.
Whatever list you want to put.
Kareem and Wilt and Bill Russell, and I mean they're obviously different eras and all that stuff. But in terms of this era, he's the greatest of this era for sure.
Yeah, man, we gotta stop playing. We gotta stop playing these games hating on LeBron, bro. You're watching one of the greatest that's ever done it. Do it, and instead you're talking about super teams and Rich Paul and all that. Man, get out of here. Why do people hate Rich Paul so much, bro? When agents have ran the NBA literally forever, but Rich Paul comes in. I mean, I'm not gonna go there. I'll let you go there if you like, but
I think there may be a.
It's so crazy, bro.
Like a reason.
Like, well, it's just Rich Paul guy just bothers me. Like agents are new or something. Like agents just came around in the last 10 years. Or something.
Let's just put this thing. The same thing with the NBA super team stuff is the same thing. It's typically the same complaint that people have about college players having some say in what they do and having some control over what they do. And nobody really worried too much about agents running the league when they were doing it behind the scenes and they were white. Basically,
hey, I'll let you say it.
when you see black agents.
Who also have television companies and movies and all these
black agents who are leveraging their blackness to some extent, like trying to make that a selling point, which is understandable. I mean, hey, I'm proud of what we're doing. This is a big part of our community. This is that is intimidating to some folks, or some people take offense to that aspect of it. Agents have leveraging that stuff for years. I mean, why do you think Michael Jordan ended up with Space Jam and all that? That's David Falk leveraging his connections with Hollywood agencies and all that stuff. Rich Paul's doing the same thing. It's the same stuff that's been going on forever. It just hasn't been going on with black folks. That's where some people are a little taken aback by this display.
Yeah, man. Now agents got to have
black independence.
Degrees.
It's like, wait a second, like what is that? Oh, whoa.
Yeah, these guys got to have degrees. They got to have this and that.
They got to go through the system. They got to be vetted and no. LeBron basically took all his friends and they all figured this out. And, so I'm. That's what it is. I mean, people can say whatever they want, but there's a reason why Rich Paul is targeted when other agents who have done similar stuff for years and years and years haven't been targeted. That's just kind of how that goes. Now, when we come back, I want to get into there's a story from the the league that the Memphis 901 FC are in, the USL. But it's a really interesting story, and we'll talk a little bit about it in the wake of what's been happening around the country of late. We're going to talk about that. Plus, Leon Taylor's going to join us on the other side. We're going to talk a little bit about Leon with the recruiting situation, the Tigers, and where they stand and all of that. So we'll talk to Leon. We'll get to the story. We'll talk a little NFL and a little college football too. Dustin Starr coming up at 9 o'clock as well. So a busy show on the way as we roll on. A reminder too, for those of you that are thinking about where are we going to eat, where are we going to drink, where are we going to do this thing. Well, let me tell you. Here's one solution that I got for you. Just like my man Sane has done a time or two, just like I've done a time or two. You need to do a time or two. Head over to Sunrise, sunrise901.com. That is the spot for breakfast. Get that absolutely phenomenal, unmistakable house-made chorizo bowl, chorizo tacos. Whew, man, it's such a good breakfast and brunch item. Yeah, open for lunch too. The avocado toast, spectacular. But if you want to go with the more traditional biscuit sandwiches, man, they've got you covered. From pimento cheese, fried green tomatoes, the chicken. I love that chicken biscuit sandwich. They with a little honey drizzle on. Oh man, is it good? So good. It's all scratch made. We talked about that nonsense from the fast food stuff. This is all scratch made, real deal stuff, not all that processed business. And you can get it super easy. Go to Sunrise 901, order there. You can go right up and just pick it up at that side door, and you're good to go. You don't have to wait in a big old line. You don't have to sit in the fast food line and get some subpar stuff. This is the real deal. Go check it out. Again, it's right there, 670 Jefferson, where the medical district meets downtown. You're going to love Sunrise. It's awesome. Sunrise901.com. Back after this, Leon Taylor is going to join us, talk a little Tigers when we return. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 96.1 FM, or 87.7 FM.
Good news. Southland Casino is now back open. That's right. The most spacious casino floor in the Mid-South is ready to welcome you back to the action with live blackjack, roulette, craps, and all your favorite slots. The action kicks off every day at 9 a.m. and rolls all the way till 5 o'clock the next morning. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and make the short drive to Southland. We're ready for you. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
It is time for the final clearance sale at James Davis Men's Store in the Laurelwood Shopping Center. Listen to this, 70 to 80% off on all spring and summer merchandise. You heard me, James Davis, 70 to 80% off on all spring and summer merchandise. Unreal selection of sports coats and sports shirts for your next Zoom call. Limited selection of shorts and knits, but there are some. If you get there, you'll get 70 to 80% off. Here's some of the brands you can save on during this incredible sale. Peter Millar, Sandstrom, Mac 5 Pocket. I'm talking 70 to 80% off while it lasts. The only place in Memphis that you can find the Stant custom shirt and pants system. Only at James Davis, this exclusive store for this unique custom fitting apparel where shirts start as low as $98, pants at $168. Go see it to believe it. The clearance sale at James Davis. I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 115 years. I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. So easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstall's. Stock up heavy on all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet. Family Leisure's done it again. We're talking about the world's biggest spa sale. Up to 30% off on spas and swim spas. Choose from hundreds of different spas from multiple manufacturers. There is special financing available, and if you are in the market, special pricing now as summer starts to dwindle on chemicals and accessories. Always professional delivery available. The spas are going crazy at Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road.
A good friend of mine told me about this awesome place for lunch.
Oh, yeah? What's the name?
Neil's Grill and Bar, where the fat man rocks. Everybody knows Neil.
Where's it located?
It's located in Yorkshire Square off of Quince.
And what's it like?
The best lunch place in Memphis. You know, like real mashed potatoes and gravy. Everything is made from scratch. Monday through Friday, daily lunch specials like Monday baked chicken, Tuesday chicken fried steak, yum, fried chicken livers every Wednesday, Friday Salisbury steak, barbecue chicken, or if you just want a vegetable plate, the best veggies in town.
What about the lunch price?
Meat and 2 veggies, $7.95. Meat and 3 veggies, $9.99. And veggie plate, $8.95. Big fat boy portions, man.
Hey, you're making me hungry.
Come hear the best live local music at Neil's. Mondays karaoke, Tuesdays Debbie Jameson, Wednesdays Elmo and the Shades, Thursdays Eddie Smith, and the best Memphis music all weekend at Neil's Bar and Grill.
Where the fat man rocks.
Hi, folks. Good news for bargain hunters and bandits from the Chevy Sheriff in Collierville. It's Western Trading Days at Sunrise Chevy. Over 500 Chevys and used cars in stock just in time for the Sunrise Low Price Rodeo. Factory rebates up to $7,500. Sunrise discounts high as $8,000. And don't forget, Sunrise specializes in secondary financing. Need a good body shop? Bring it to Sunrise. We work on all makes and models. Remember, you can bring your Chevy to Sunrise for service no matter where you bought it. Buy American and buy from Sunrise. Find new roads to the Sunrise Chevy Ranch. 385 in Houston Levy and Collierville. Chevy's cost less at Sunrise, partner.
Hi, this is Rob Brown. Join Pete Cordelli and me for Sidelines Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. on Sports 56, 87.7, and 96.1 FM. We'll cover the Memphis Tigers, the SEC, recruiting. Hey, if they keep score, we're covering it. Check us out on the website at sports56whbq.com and sidelines.live. Sidelines is brought to you by Duncan Williams Asset Management. Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. Get up and give us a call.
Sports 56 traffic.
The road closure on Lamar Avenue between Old Getwell Road and Getwell Road is starting to let traffic flow through. Just keep that in mind. They had just had a police investigation in that area, so traffic is starting to flow through on Lamar Avenue. Also have an accident on Hacks Cross Road at Holmes Road. Accident on I-240 westbound between at Poplar Avenue. Traffic is starting to back up towards the flyover. And we have a vehicle that is on fire on I-55 southbound before the bridge. Just use I-40 eastbound as an alternate. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
They generate into something cool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a breaks, boy. Yeah, that's a breaks.
That's a breaks, little man. That's a breaks, little man.
Welcome back.
Was not a DX fan at all, man. Not a DX fan.
I like the song. The song is good, man. I enjoyed DX. I enjoyed the whole that whole era. That was my era. I was watching Raw and Nitro. You watch them both.
Yeah,
I was just fully engaged in the wrestling world. We're going to talk to our friend Leon Taylor here momentarily on the First Bag phone lines. A reminder that for those of you out there, we are, of course, in the Family Leisure Studios. And if you want to go over to Family Leisure now, and I think you should do that for a lot of reasons, obviously. I mean, this is now fall time, which is like, I mean, I got a fire pit from Family Leisure, and this is the absolute best time for the fire pit. You know, go. Like, put that thing going, get that thing rolling in the backyard. Man, it's perfect weather for that. They got so many other great outdoor activities for you, and you can save a ton over at Family Leisure. But one thing you can do, too, at 2120 Whidden Road, just north of I-40, you can go over there while supplies last to get yourself an official Sports 56 mask. We got Sports 56 masks, Anthony Sane.
Yeah, I need to get one of them.
I don't have one. I got to get one.
But in this
I
building,
got to go to
somewhere?
Family Leisure.
Oh, you got to go to Family Leisure to get it?
That's what I said. You're not. You
No, I wasn't paying attention. All right?
You just zoned out. You zoned out. I'm talking. Good Lord. You got to go to Family Leisure, 2120 Witten Road, just north of I-40. Don't be zoning out on these things.
But no, what I'm saying
Sane is a classic multitasker who does none of it. He thinks he's doing everything and he's not doing anything.
What I'm saying is,
he's
if they got him, surely we got him in the building too, right?
I don't know. I'm not. I can't tell you that. It's not my mask. I don't know. I just know. I know where the folks can get them. While supplies last, at 2120 Witten Road, just north of I-40. Go get yourself a Sports 56 mask over at Family Leisure. It is worth checking out. Go do it. It's a good way to rep the station while you're out there, help keeping folks safe and doing the right thing. So check out Family Leisure. Go get one of the masks. I think you'll appreciate that.
We got some breaking news here coming off the Twitter.
Breaking news coming in off the Twitter.
Yeah, this is from Adam Schefter.
Adam Schefter. Oh,
Schefter.
No.
I know.
No. See, Schefter. You're looking at the wrong one. Schefter is. Yeah.
He didn't. The blue check mark wasn't there.
That's who you're problem right there. Adam Schefter is giving you the.
The Titans and Steelers game this week has been rescheduled for later this season. There were 2 more positive tests in Tennessee. 1 player, 1 team personnel.
So rescheduled for later this season. So no Titans-Steelers game this week. That brings up 11 now. 2 more positive tests brings it to 11 for the Titans. Like I said yesterday, they had 1 positive test yesterday. Everyone else came up negative, but that viral load takes a while to come up. So just because you get a negative test one day does not mean that you won't end up with a positive test when it's all said and done. So. That's the thing about testing every day, and that's why people can be deceived by some of the testing even now because you get tested once. You may not have quite enough virus in your system. It may take a little while for that to come into play. So, thank you for that breaking news. And that is Adam Schefter that said that, not Scheffner, right? Scheffner is a different dude. Okay, all right. Well, another different dude is our friend Leon Taylor, who joins us now talking Tiger hoops and recruiting. And, of course, formerly of these very airways, Sports 56, Leon was over here as well. Leon, good morning. How are you, bud?
Good morning, Peter. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Great. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Zach.
Good, bro. What's up? Good morning to you. Great day in Tigerland, man. We wanted to bring you on to talk about some of the greatness yesterday and possibly today as well. So catch us up on the events that happened yesterday, Leon, if you would.
Yes, sir. 6'7", small forward John Camden, hails from Pennsylvania, committed to the Tigers. And what you get from this young man is a need. When I say a need, we're getting a knockdown shooter. Mm-hmm. And this young man is not just a shooter, but he's a versatile player at 6'7". They can play multiple positions. He can play from point guard to small forward. And the thing about him is when you compare him, a lot of people say Tyler Hero, and I see the comparison as well because he's crafty with the ball. He's a knockdown shooter, and he has a smooth game about his stuff. Like the swagger he brings to the court is almost like Tyler Hero. So you see the comparison. Even Penny Hardaway said, hey, I want you to be my Tyler Hero, like Tyler was in Miami, that guy. So yesterday was tremendous. And he's not a top 25 player, but he's ranked number 94 on Rivals. And like I said, what he brings is size at 6'7" and length because he has long arms. I mean, this kid can do multiple things with the ball, and I think he's going to be a great factor in years to come.
Yeah, he certainly looks like Tyler Hero.
Yeah, there definitely some.
He literally looks like Tyler Hero. He's, I think he's patterning his style after Tyler Hero a little bit. So
you can see that, don't you? And the more I watch him play, I see a little bit of Mike Dunleavy Jr. too. Because he's, like I say, he's 6'7", he's versatile.
Yeah.
He's very crafty, though, and that's what, with the comparison to Tyler. So he's definitely a great catch.
And he's class of 2021?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Senior from Brewster Academy, one of the top prep schools in the country.
So how do you think he would fit into Tigers' rotation in that 2021 season when he comes in? Like, how do you think he'd be a starter? Do you think he'd be a 2 or 3? How do you think that would play out with him?
It's hard to say would he be a starter. I really don't think he'll be a starter. But I think what he'll be, he will be a replacement. Mm-hmm. And I say replacement because I really feel like we're going to lose DJ Jeffries.
Right.
And I strongly feel we're going to lose Landers Nolley because I know he wants to be a pro badly. And those are two guys who we're going to have to replace. And today, I think we have another replacement coming in, Jordan Nesbitt from St. Louis. So we're talking about two perimeter guys in the past 2 days that we're going to get for the future. And this recruiting class is very huge. We haven't had a recruiting class like this in a while. Well, I'm not going to say a while because this past season when we signed DJ and then James Wiseman, it was like a back-to-back situation. So it's kind of similar. And it just shows what Penny and Cody can do during a pandemic. They make things happen. You know, we're not able to bring guys in for visits. They're still getting the guys we need on campus.
So the Nesbitt
Now,
kid,
I think
go ahead. Peter.
Well, I'm just going to say, my scouting report on this kid, based on the 3 minutes of workout footage that I've watched, I feel like I've got a full grasp of his game now. And this kid, he can definitely shoot it, and he's definitely got some range. And what I like about him in particular is that it looks to me like he's got a nice. He's a little low on his release, which I think that they'll probably work on that pretty extensively. But he's got a really quick release, and so he can get the ball. If you watch if you really want to be like Tyler Hero, you need to watch. Tyler Hero is basically shooting before he's even got the ball in his hand. He's already got his hands in position. He's got his feet set. He's ready to roll. So when he gets it, it's one motion, boom, right up. This kid's got the potential to do that. He has a really, really quick release when he gets that ball. So get those hands up a little bit, kind of getting himself in a better position. But I can see that. I think this is he's got deep range. He can go way, way beyond the NBA line. So I'm into it. I think he's going to be a superstar.
I can't go on
based on my 3 minute evaluation. I feel like this kid's going to be a superstar.
Well, Leon, you talked about Jordan Nesbitt. Is he set to make his commitment today? Today's the day for him, right?
Yes, sir. He's going to make his commitment today around 1 o'clock.
Okay, in a few hours. Okay, so are
Yes,
you thinking that's a commitment is definitely going to be a Memphis thing or what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely believe it's going to be a Memphis thing. The fans in Illinois, they already been on their board, crying about losing Jordan because a lot of crystal balls have been favoring Memphis. At first, it was between St. Louis, Memphis, and Illinois, and a lot of people felt like he was going to stay home and go to St. Louis and be the man. But Jordan Nesbitt doesn't just want to be the man; he wants to be a pro one day. And Illinois was looking like a great situation, but they're returning a player that plays his same position. So Memphis now becomes a more logical fit because they have made him a priority in recruitment. And not only that, they basically have stressed how they can help him get to the next level because right now he's playing between guard and forward. And once you get him on campus with Penny, they're going to work on his ball handling and get him more guard ready because if you watch him play, he kind of reminds you of Will Barton. And I say that because he's a high energy player. He attacks the rim with so much passion, and then on defense. So he brings like I said with John Camden with length on the perimeter. He stands 6'6". So you can see that Penny's addressing the need to recruit big perimeter players. He's not recruiting 5'11" guards. He wants guys that kind of remind him of himself. Like we mentioned last time we talked with Josh Minot. He's recruiting pieces to a puzzle. And I think he's learned from the past recruiting of this past season when he was going for guys like Jalen Green and all those others who were top 10 guys that, hey, some of those lower tier guys are just as good, because you have to deal with the situation of where this guy goes G League or you still have to wait to the end. And if you miss out, you're left trying to scramble for pieces. So you can tell that Penny's kind of got more comfortable with this situation as far as recruiting.
And he looks like he's getting guys that can come in and can fill a need, that can fill a role. We talked about that in the NBA, how a lot of GMs in the draft, they try to get this super guy that can do everything instead of getting guys like a team like the Miami Heat does and drafting guys who have a proven NBA skill. And it does seem like Penny is trying to get guys to fit into the style of play that he wants to use more so than just swinging for the fences and shooting for the stars. And I think I'm down for that as well. I kind of think on the Nesbitt kid, you might be selling him a little short, man. I'm trying to dabble into my college basketball projection world. It's not really my thing. I leave that to the experts. But you described a guy that's 6'6", goes hard on defense. and he can score as well. I mean, it sounds like Jimmy Butler, man. It seems like, I mean, Will Barton's a good player, man, but it just seems like we need to crank it up a little bit, man. So are we saying that he's a Jimmy Butler comp? Can we make that official, Leon?
I give him Jimmy Butler's toughness.
That's about it.
Jimmy Butler, that's a star, man, in my opinion. He didn't show it last night, but he's still a star.
Yeah. Yeah, I always make fun of some of the college basketball comps. They're always pretty hilarious. All right, so also I saw that Jeremy Hunt, I'm sorry. I'm tripping.
Jimmy Hunt is out there.
Jimmy Snap Hunter.
Jimmy Snap Hunter's back.
No, I saw that Jeremy Hunt took a job at Tennessee Prep Academy. Can you speak on anything that you heard as far as this concerned?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I helped him break that news yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Hunt has been training the local kids around the city, and we're talking about from elementary, middle school, high school kids, and his work has been shown all across social media, and coaches have been aware.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got an opportunity to be an assistant coach as far as being one of the trainers for Tennessee Prep. And this could lead to, in the near future, maybe a possible college job, because Jeremy Hunt is one of those guys that he's very friendly, very passionate about Memphis basketball, and he's just a player's coach. And I said it because he relates so well to players, because he's battled through adversity. He's had the highs and the lows, and where he can teach a kid, they're going to listen. I remember when John Calipari had played North Carolina in a tournament in Memphis, and Jeremy Hunt was walking around with Isaiah Briscoe, who was a guard from Kentucky at the time, and Cal was like, hey, I want you to show this guy around and kind of just show him the ropes a little bit, because Cal and Jeremy Hunt were so close. And you could just tell that Jeremy Hunt in their future was going to be a coach. And it's just the writings on the wall now.
Yeah, it's good to see those guys who are former Tigers, especially local guys who can stay home and get on with the one of the local schools here and do his thing. I think that's good for Jeremy, a guy who, had some adversity. He had some personal adversity he had to overcome, but it's good to see him do that. Also, Leon, let's go back to the Camden kid. Something I saw that I was kind of intrigued about.
Superstar, you think?
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's go back to
Let's
this
go
guy.
back to him, man. But seriously.
Tyler Hero Jr.?
Tyler Hero Jr. But seriously, like, people were saying things like there's some type of connection with him and who he follows on Instagram, and he only follows certain guys, or kind of web that together for me. I've seen people kind of speculating a lot of stuff as far as other guys that could be future Tigers based on his social media accounts. Do you know what I'm referring to on it?
Yes, sir. They were talking about Jordan Nesbitt, because those guys have reached out to each other.
Okay.
And now all of a sudden they're following each other. So it's just a coincidence that, both of them are getting recruited by Memphis. And all of a sudden now they're becoming great friends. So you can tell they're kind of building a chemistry. And they're also bringing in a 7-footer as well, who they're trying to bring in as Sam Ayamai. Peter, I know you know his name.
Bam Adebayo?
Wait a minute.
No, Bam Adebayo. I for sure. I think they're definitely going to. I think that's that'd be a huge get. If they can bring in Bam Adebayo, I think so.
Is this the kid Sam Ayamai or whatever?
Ayamai, something like that. But
Ayamai, Sam Ayamai, yeah. Just go get Bam Adebayo. That's better. He's better.
Right. But,
hey, bro, so it looks like we got the whole Miami Heat team. Like, seems like
that's right. Yeah.
He's got Tyler Hero. He's got Jimmy Butler, Junior, and Sam Adebayo, Sam Ayamito.
Yes, sir. I know who's playing now.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to him. Yeah. But seriously, though, man, all jokes aside, we're making fun, but I'm really excited about the things that Penny is doing, because it seems like he's going after guys to fit what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna knock anybody for swinging for the fences and trying to get the best team possible. With the top players in the country, whatever. I'm not going to say don't do that, because, of course, you want the best. But it seems like he's getting to the point where he knows how he wants to play the game. He knows the type of players he wants to identify. And he's getting those guys he can fit into that pro-style NBA offense he wants to run. So, yeah, shout out to Penny, man. I like what he's doing over there.
Oh, real quick, I like to make a bold prediction. It's something I've never done on the air.
Uh-oh.
But Yep. I'm cooking today, baby. But North Carolina got a commitment from a 4-star guard yesterday in DeMarco Dunn.
Mm-hmm.
And we are recruiting Sky Clark. And Sky Clark has North Carolina on his top 4. And with the commitment from DeMarco Dunn, I think they closed the door on North Carolina. And Kentucky is pretty much our competition for Sky Clark. And I can tell you now, I don't see him going to Kentucky because they're pretty stacked as well at guard. Like, they have a kid by the name of Devin Askew, and Devin Askew is not a one-and-done player. And they just recruited they just signed another kid out of the class of 2021. If you're not familiar with Sky Clark, he's just a junior, but he's one of the top point guards in the country. This kid is 6'3", 200, and I've seen him play multiple times in Memphis. He hails from California. He just relocated here to Nashville, and this young man can go. I'm talking about a guard with great size, playmaking ability, can score at will, and he's going to reclassify into the class of 2021, and I really feel like he's going to be a Tiger. So that's my bold prediction for the day, and you can write it.
Shout out to Leon for making that bold prediction. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It sounds good to me. I'm glad to see that college basketball is getting ready to jump back off. Penny has a good class. Oh, one last thing for you, man. The Williams kid. What's taking so long for the NCAA to clear that guy? Or at least make a decision on him?
DeAndre Williams, Evansville. I've been hearing it's about Evansville releasing some stuff from over there.
Okay.
So it's a process right now.
I guess.
Come on, Evansville.
Come on, hating on the man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But this class,
figured out.
once it's said and done, it's going to be a great one. It's already projected to be a top 10 class, and to get a top 10 class in a pandemic, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know, they've been recruiting across the board from Pennsylvania to Florida to St. Louis. They've been across the map. So Penny and the rest of the guys on the staff, they've been doing a great job.
Well, we got you got Tyler Hero, you got Jimmy Butler, you got Bam Adebayo coming, so it should be I think a title should be on the way here pretty soon, based on that group.
No, Lakers all day. Lakers in 5.
Sam Ayomide.
There we go. Sam Ayomide.
Sam Ayomide, yeah.
Sam Adebayo.
That's so funny. Man.
That's right.
Just got a whole Miami Heat roster there.
The bootleg Heat is what this is going to be.
We got this kid, Gordon Tragic. Point guard.
Zoran Magic is out. Come on, man. Let's get him. All right. Thanks, Leon. Appreciate it, man.
All
right. We'll come back. Got an interesting story out of the soccer world to get to when we return. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7, and don't forget the brand new 98.5.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddick Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day. Group play and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303.
Cold and flu season's here. It's time to make sure your family's stocked up on the products you'll need if somebody gets sick. Pick up the new Vicks DayQuil and NyQuil Severe, honey, cold, and flu medicines during your next grocery trip. DayQuil and NyQuil Severe Honey are a max-strength medicine with a great-tasting honey flavor, also available for sale at online retailers. DayQuil NyQuil Severe Honey provides max-strength cold and flu symptom relief for your worst cold and flu symptoms in a soothing honey flavor. Use as directed.
Farmers Insurance knows that there's a not-so-subtle difference between the sound of a car hitting your rear bumper and the sound of a clown car hitting your rear bumper.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry about that.
We call that a three-ring fender bender, and we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent.
They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Pros today have to do whatever the job calls for, and the Home Depot is here to help make that easier. With a wide range of delivery options, you can get what you need, from job lot quantities to small supply runs, delivered where and when you need it. Don't want to buy the tool? Rent it. We've got the most innovative products and more ways for pros to find them, in-store and online. Pros are changing, so are we. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
GP, are you with me? Make me wanna stop.
It got that feel to it, don't it?
It does.
That was intentional. You know that, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Zach. You know that when the New Day first came out, their thing was to be like a church gospel.
Kind of a gospel thing.
Yeah, that was
Really?
their thing. Yeah, that was their original plan for the New Day. They're supposed to be this super positive, churchy, like church choir, like pastor and deacons type stable, and it turned into something else, so they just let it go there.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it was supposed to go. There's a promo video. Their first promo. They're literally in church, and I'll send it to you. Yeah, that was their original intention, was to make it a churchy thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man.
All right, so there's an interesting story coming from the USL. It does not involve the Memphis 901 FC, but it involves some teams over in the USL Championship out west, and it includes a rather kind of extraordinary turn of events last night. A game between the San Diego Loyal and Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising is typically one of the best teams in the USL Championship. San Diego Loyal is coached by Landon Donovan. Also, he's the executive vice president of the team. He, like Tim Howard, sort of with 901 FC. There's a lot of U.S. men's national team connections to the USL. So Landon Donovan is the coach and the executive vice president. And they've already had an issue. They had an issue a week ago with one of their players being racially abused on the pitch, and they did not. They were talked about potentially leaving. They did not do it. And so yesterday they were playing Phoenix Rising, and they Landon Donovan talked with Phoenix's coach before the game and said that it'd been a kind of a tough week for them and all of that. It's also important to point out that San Diego Loyal has a player, Colin Martin, who is openly gay, one of the few openly gay players in USL, and really in sports. There's just not a whole ton of openly gay professional athletes that are out there. There are a few, but he is one of them. And so at the end of the first half, a member of Phoenix Rising used a homophobic slur. It was a kind of, I think, of a sort of a Jamaican patois kind of thing. It was a term that is not necessarily widely known, but it's pretty well known in the soccer community, but it's not necessarily known to everybody what it was. Used the homophobic slur directed at Colin Martin. And the official first, Martin responded, and the official tried to send Martin off to give him a red card. But then they sort of changed that at halftime, kind of figuring out what the deal was. But then Landon Donovan was trying to explain to the referee, well, this is what he did. He called him this name and said, we're not standing for this anymore. And tried to talk to their manager, tried to talk to the Phoenix manager and said, if you guys don't, if the referee can't give him a red card, which he didn't do, he didn't give the player a red card who had used the homophobic slur. So Landon Donovan said, all right, well, we're going to talk to the manager of the other team. If you're not going to sub him off, if you're not going to take him out of the game, we're not going to play. And the manager refused to take him out of the game and said, basically said, are you making a big deal of this? Is soccer. It's just it's what happens. And so Landon Donovan said, okay. And the team walked off the field and forfeited the match. And it should be pointed out that they were up 3-1 in the match, so they were winning the match and playing really well. But they walked off and refused to play, and the match has been forfeited. And Phoenix will I guess technically be considered the winners of the match. But they walked off the field in protest of the homophobic slur. One of the I don't know that I've ever really seen anything like that before. What do you make of it, Anthony Sang?
I think it's pretty wild, man. We talked about this when the whole thing happened with can't think of his name right now. They said the comments about Luka Doncic when God, why can't I think of his name?
You're talking about Montrezl Harrell?
Montrezl Harrell. When Montrezl Harrell made the comments about Luka Doncic, that's what it took me to, and I saw the response as far as them pretty much walking out on the game because he wasn't taken out. I wonder how they would have went down if Dallas had said the same thing about what Montrezl Harrell said. I'm clarifying what I'm saying. I don't knock what they're doing at all. I agree. That was foul. This really foul to say, especially for someone who's bold enough to come out and be open about his preferences or whatever. But yeah, I just wonder, man. I just wonder how they would have went down. That's just the only thing that came to my mind. Crap, what if Dallas had, because they would have had the right to. I mean, it's the same similar type of situation where I just think some things are kind of out of line. Some things just kind of I know in sports there's a lot of trash talk, but I just think some things you shouldn't do and you shouldn't say.
Well, see, that's
but I'm sure those things happen more often. I think it happens more often than reported, though. I think that's what I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not the first time that someone has made that type of comment about the player who's open homosexual, and it's sad that he has to go through that. Because, like I said, man, he's braver than any of these other dudes. You know what I mean? He's brave to come out and do that. So, I just wish that type of stuff would be handled across the board, though. And I just think a lot of those type of things should be ruled out of sports as far as.
I mean, there's a difference between trash talk and bigotry. There's a difference between trash talk and homophobia or racism or something like that. I mean, there are certain things that are off limits in trash talk. I mean, you can talk about how somebody's game is trash. You can talk about how somebody, looks funny or weird. You can have just kind of goofy trash talk or whatever. But when you start talking about their race, when you start talking about their sexual orientation, when you start talking about
or Honey Nut Cheerios. Shout out to Kevin Garnett.
You talk about like
their wives and
their family, wives, that kind of stuff. There's certain things in particular, but really when it comes to racism, if you're going to talk about how we're trying to kick racism out of the game, we're trying to kick homophobia out of the game, we're trying to make it an inclusive game where everyone can come together and play. And it's going to be competitive, and there's going to be some some trash talk, but it's not going to be that. It's not going to be about the same thing from the stands. There have been in soccer in particular, in Italy, Spain, those two are big-time offenders. Eastern Europe, black players have faced incredible racism. And there are no gay players because they would face unbelievable homophobia. But black players have had bananas thrown at them, and they're being called monkeys and hooting noises and just unreal. People dressing in blackface sometimes, just stuff you wouldn't even. It just is crazy, and you got to walk off. You got to just stop the game. To actually get people to talk about it. If you keep playing the game, if you keep going, you are essentially saying, you know what, this is okay. This is part of it. I accept that this is part of what's going on. And it shouldn't be like that. It can't be like that. So I really applaud what they did. And I applaud them. It's a bad look for Phoenix and their coach to kind of say, oh, no, this is part of the game. This should not be part of the game. It should be. You got to get that stuff out of it. And I applaud them for doing it and for forfeiting a game and for standing up for what they believe in and for living it, for not just talking it, but but walking it so that it forces the issue to come to the fore, and it forces them to talk about it and to get that stuff out of the game. There's no room for racism, homophobia, that kind of stuff. There's no room for religious discrimination. Just no room for those kinds of slurs.
Yeah. And the sad thing is, like I said, it happens more than this story. I mean, I'm sure that guy probably.
But that's why I'm glad they walked off, because I think
Right.
that's going to bring some attention to it, so people can say, you know what, it does happen, and people should. And as soon as it happens, you should walk off. I think that's a big deal. Speaking of big deals, on the First Bank phone line when we return will be Dustin Starr. We're going to talk to a 5-star about the world of professional wrestling. A lot to get to, and an interesting announcement that Starr is, I'm sure, going to talk a little bit about. A whole lot more here in the Family Leisure Studios. A reminder, get over to Family Leisure, 2120 Wooden Road. Get that Sports 56 mask while supplies last. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 98.5.
I'm here with outstanding team from Lexus of Memphis at 2600 Ridgeway. They're online at lexusofmemphis.com. Gary, tell everyone how they can experience the Lexus of Memphis satisfaction.
Come in and be a part of our family at Lexus of Memphis. Experience the customer service that we provide to each guest like a member of our own family. If you're on the side of the road and you need us, we're there. If you need help with anything with your car, technology, Bluetooth, the app suite, we have a dedicated team to help you with this in your journey with your Lexus.
That's how they do it at Lexus of Memphis.
Bartlett Small Engine has been serving quality power equipment since 1970. They have a full line of power equipment, parts, and services for most makes and models. Bartlett Small Engines has the best brands in the power tool industry: Honda mowers, trimmers, and generators, Steel blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws, Echo trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, plus quality products from Red Mat and Shindawa. And they're all American made. Bartlett Small Engine is your can-do store. 6780 Summer Avenue. Call 901-386-9779.
It's back. The Carhartt Crazy Sale at Frontier Western Store in Olive Branch. Visit Frontier this month for huge markdowns on clearance Carhartt items. The latest fall line just launched, and Frontier is fully stocked. We've got jeans, shirts, bib overalls, jackets, coats, gloves, belts, boots, and more. And to make room for the new items, we've discounted a number of short sleeve plaids and t-shirts. Save up to 50%. All Carhartt jeans are now $5 off. This is the last jean sale of the year, so stock up now for yourself or someone else for the upcoming holidays. Christmas will be here before you know it, so you might as well save some cash now on what you know you'll need. All this month, we are including a buy one, get one half price sale on all novelty t-shirts by Simply Southern, Girly Girl, Live Oak, and more. It's the Carhartt Crazy Sale and more. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. On the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
Good news. Southland Casino is now back open. That's right. The most spacious casino floor in the Mid-South is ready to welcome you back to the action with live blackjack, roulette, craps, and all your favorite slots. The action kicks off every day at 9 a.m. and rolls all the way till 5 o'clock the next morning. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and make the short drive to Southland. We're ready for you. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
There's a new commissary in town in Collierville. Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking, no telephone pole to get in your way, a cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Hey folks, I'm Jarrett Carter. My family recently purchased East Memphis Ace Hardware at Quince and White Station, and we're excited to offer the best selection of Big Green Egg and Traeger grills. And then don't forget about our Benjamin Moore Paint Studio and the Garden Center for flowers. Save 60% with our new Duracell key fob replacement program. We have a master locksmith service as well as glass cutting and screen repair. East Memphis Ace Hardware, located at Quince and White Station behind Three Little Pigs.
Sports 56 traffic.
Lamar Avenue between Old Getwell Road and Getwell Road traffic has started to clear from a police investigation earlier this morning, so keep in mind on that. Also, accident on Hacks Cross and Holmes Road. Accident on I-240 westbound at Poplar Avenue. Traffic's backed up towards the 4240 flyover. And then we have a vehicle that's on fire on I-55 southbound before the bridge. Traffic is starting to creep on through, so just take it easy on the roads. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, WPGFLP Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Oopsie. Sorry about that.
Zach. What are you doing? Hour number 3 off to a great start. Oh, the master, the pastor of on-air disaster. At it again, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll step out for 1 minute, man.
What were you doing, Sane? Did you mess up the boards?
No.
You had some business to take care of?
Take care of some business, man.
I got you. I understand. Do
Yeah.
what you got to do. Well, Zach hit us with zero music. Zach just completely.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When I walked out, he was having a full conversation with Dustin. So I'm like, okay, yeah.
Well, apparently that conversation got him completely distracted, and we didn't even.
I was like, we're in good hands. We got a guest on the phone. We're ready to go, man. I'm gonna step out. When I come back, we'll be ready to go, and then I come back.
Well, we were not. We were not ready to go, and you stepped out. And it was completely wrong.
Yeah, the master on their disaster himself, the glutton of the
road. Again, baby.
Wait. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Hold on. Let's try it again.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. This song.
Can't skip this one.
This song is awesome. Bad Street, baby.
Yes, sir.
That beat, when that beat hits, of course they used to do Freebird,
yep.
But they couldn't do Freebird, so Michael Hayes did his own recording. Oh yeah.
There ain't no home sweet home. There ain't no room in the damn.
Man, I remember as a kid being amazed by these dudes. I'll wait till we bring on Dustin. Yeah.
Come on, you got wait. Crank it up here. Crank it up. Atlanta, GA. There you go. Now we got to bring in Dustin Starr.
Yeah.
5-star.
You guys are cracking me up this morning. I will take full credit for messing him up this morning.
Man, just thrown off, man.
Oh.
I think it might be the fact that he got his own theme song today. He got his own official theme song. That might have just got to his head. Now he forgot he had a whole
we had a listener make a Zach theme song. So that's that. He's got his own theme music.
It's like Sid Vicious when he's live on Monday Night Raw or something. He's like, "Oh, let me do it again. Let me do it again." Like we're
live, pal.
Do it again.
We're live, pal. We're live, pal. That's right. Hey, Star. Let me before we get started. You want to hear Zach's theme song here? This is since we're doing theme music for wrestling. So we had a listener, Mac, who just created this. We didn't ask for it or anything. He just created this out of his own parody. So for those that don't listen at the beginning of the show, we do a very lengthy and wonderful intro for Zach that highlights some of Zach's key points. That he is in fact a vegetarian, that he is America's soy toy, that he is that he's the pastor of One Air Disaster, that he is the Jefe of Covfefe, that he's the chief without beef. He's so many things. We've gone over them.
Man,
too many to mention.
So many
frankly.
nicknames. To have so many nicknames, that means that you are over.
Oh, he's over.
Man.
Oh, he's over like Rover.
Yeah,
He's big time.
you're over.
And so now you get to go one step further. We had Mac send this in as a little parody song. So listen up real fast and enjoy this.
Let's introduce our producer. Tell us what he's like. We think he likes the Cougars. Make sure that berry's ripe. Some call him a miser, doesn't spend a lot of cash. Traffic updates make us wiser, lets us know when there's a crash. He's the Jefe of Covfefe, the Rumba Tingleton, impeached mayor of Westwood, dethroned Prince of Whitehaven. Zach Boyd! He's a vegetarian. Soy toy. Zach's
Soy toy.
saving his virginity for the girl who married him. Zach Boyd, soy toy. When it's nap time, please leave him alone. He don't like feet and he answers our phone.
Yeah! I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. You gotta love that.
Hey, dude dropped bars though. That dude Mac dropped bars when it was like he said something about he likes his women mature. Like
that's
what
right.
The parent. What did he say? Something about the parent. Something.
He said
like his parents.
No,
like,
yeah.
Oh my
Because his favorite fruit is a pear. So yeah, it was bars.
This
guy's got bars.
Fantastic. Lyrics are fantastic, but you guys know that the key to a good theme song is having those first couple of chords, and that's like you recognize it's like the glass shattering with Stone Cold, or you were playing Bad Street USA. When you first hear the open, you know exactly who it is. So that's good. It has good lyrics. And then also those chords at the very beginning, you know who it is.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, man. He's over. This guy is over big time. Like he's the superstar of the show, man. He's about to overshadow all of us right here. We're all going to be in his wake before too long. We don't know we don't have a theme song. I don't have a theme song. No one's ever done that for me.
I don't have one.
So I mean, we all got to get one. Zach is
sure.
Zach's the man. So Dustin, we got a lot going on. You guys got there's a special kind of thing that I saw with Marco Stunt. Did I see something with you guys and Marco Stunt coming up? Is that right?
Yeah, man. So we've teamed up with the Heal the Hood Foundation of Memphis, which I'm not sure if you guys have seen on the news, but these guys are everywhere, and they're building a $50 million hero empowerment center at Hickory Hill, that big parking lot with those retail locations. They own all of that, and they're breaking ground in the spring of 2021, and it'll take 18 months to build. It'll have an indoor movie theater, indoor basketball court. They will have a sound stage, and it will be the future home of Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingo every Saturday at noon.
Fantastic.
So that's the long-term goal. So what we're doing is we're trying to put on fundraiser events in a safe fashion. So we're doing it outdoors. We're going to have live professional wrestling, and you pay one ticket price to get a whole car or truckload of people in. So basically, you and your entire family can come in and watch wrestling from the comfort and safety of your own car for $25. The ticket proceeds go to benefit the Hero Empowerment Center. And we released it at midnight last night because we wanted to start off October with a big bang. And the first name that we announced was AEW's Marco Stunt. And as you guys probably know, he's a Memphis native. He lives in Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Yeah, he's an Olive Branch guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And he hasn't wrestled in Memphis in quite a while because he's been signed with AEW and he's been doing a lot of traveling. And so I believe this will be his first time wrestling in Memphis. Gosh, it has to be 2 or 3 years. I hope I'm not wrong on that, but I have not seen him wrestle here.
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
I
I think it's got to be at least through 3 years. I want to say maybe. Yeah, it's been a minute. He's such a unique guy too. I mean, I really like Obviously the business has changed a little bit where, you don't have the gigantic muscle dudes that you used to have. You don't have tons of those guys in anymore. You certainly have a few, but the business as a whole has kind of drifted towards smaller. But there's room even for guys like Marco where it's, he can do so many different things and really I think wrestles his size beautifully. Like he does a great job of incorporating that and making the perfect, like it all works for him. He makes it really entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. And to be a size like Marco or myself, who is not a big guy, I started in the business at 140 pounds, and literally people laughed. People literally laughed when you tell them that you're a professional wrestler. So you've got to be very entertaining. You have to have that charisma. And the moment that you see Marco on AEW, I was just watching him on AEW Dark last night. I think it releases on Tuesday, but
right.
He just jumps out of the screen, man, and he's very impressive in the ring, and we're very thankful that Easy Flea Tattoo is actually helping us bring him in, and he's happy to do it. He doesn't have to do it. He's under an exclusive contract with AEW and performs for them, but he loves Memphis, and he knows it's for a really good cause, and so he'll be out there along with Watts, who has been just dominating our championship wrestling program for a year and a half. And then another guy that's really been jumping out that was trained by Booker T, Will Allday, has won numerous championships all across the United States, and he's main evented almost every single one of our shows since he came back or since we returned to live production. But then, of course, you got Derek King, Alan Steele, a lot of your favorite Memphis wrestlers, and then the guys that – one of the things that we get asked all the time, and Sane, you know this, it's like, we want to see these guys. When are we going to see these guys? They're in Hollywood. They're never going to come to Memphis. Well, yeah, they are. The whole goal was for us to be filming our wrestling program right here in Memphis. But with the pandemic, it slowed it down. And the way that we can do it safely, and this is very important to us for obvious reasons with Maria being pregnant, and then also CW30 is real big on board with this as well, is the socially distancing and wearing the mask. So you can literally drive your car up and watch wrestling from your car. There will be food trucks and all sorts of Halloween festivities and candy, and we're going to do a costume contest. But those kids will not get in the ring. We'll still do it all socially distanced. And we're just trying to do something special because Halloween is kind of up in the air. Are we trick-or-treating? Are we not trick-or-treating?
Yeah, exactly.
But one thing's for sure. On Halloween Day at 3 p.m., that's bell time, and we're going to have a good time and be safe doing it.
Well, and I love the fact that you got, for folks out there, like I said, you $25 get you a car and carload of folks, so you can use your whole family that's all distanced in and everything else. And you get there's also an opportunity to get like a busload of folks in there. I mean, there's different options for you to for folks to come in and do their own thing. So I think it's a cool deal, and I look forward to it. And I think I'm going to swing by with the old kiddos and see if we can get them in the contest. And
come on, man! I'm looking for my costume right now. I'm picking out a real special costume because I'll be hosting the day, and we're actually doing it on site, right in the exact spot where they're building the Hero Empowerment Center. And the Heal the Hood Foundation of Memphis, they help underprivileged kids. Just a couple of weeks ago, the Power was out in Memphis, so Liddell and his crew was out trying to help those folks out, and after school programs. And in that area, there has been a lot of crime, and so Shelby County Schools are on board with it. The Memphis Police Department are on board with it, and that's the whole idea of the Heal the Hood Foundation of Memphis and for the Hero Empowerment Center, is to help out with all the craziness that's going on in the world and to help kids. That's what it's all about, man.
The getting back in the ring and doing the thing. I was curious. Did you? How did the thing go for Jerry Lawler on Saturday? His anniversary show in Jackson. Did you get any updates? How did everything go over there?
It went awesome. They had a tremendous lineup. I mean, it was Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer, and I was just curious to see how well it would draw at Jackson General Ballpark, and it did. It did really well. I think they were only limited to about 2,000 tickets. I think they had more than that. And the only thing that I kind of saw that I would have done differently, and I'm not being a hater, this is just, whether you're with it or against it, weren't very many masks, and the place was pretty full. It was pretty shoulder to shoulder. So I wasn't there in person, but I know that several people that fans that we're very familiar with and friends, they were all there and had a great time. And I even think WWE had a camera crew out there that filmed Lawler and Jim Ross, and they even got superstar Bill Dundee involved. And I love that because Bill played a major role in Jerry's success here in Memphis and, getting him to that next level. So that was really cool. And hopefully we'll be seeing some of that footage on WWE. But, it wasn't as socially distant as what we're going to be doing here in Memphis. So just want everybody to know you could literally watch wrestling from your car, because some people are still nervous about it and some people aren't. And so that's their prerogative. But on my side, I think my Maria would absolutely kill me if I didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Like I said, I'm with you. Like I'm not. Lawler's obviously legend, and 50th anniversary show is a big deal. And they had the Thunderdome cage with him and the Rock and Roll Express with Doug Gilbert and Tommy Rich and those guys. Like, I mean, that's classic. That's just classic stuff right there. Jimmy Hart, part of the whole thing. I mean, it's great to see. But I'm with you. Like, I saw some of the photos and I was like, oh boy. Like,
yeah. And
let's spread out a little bit, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I don't want to hate on it because they did a great job. Actually, to be perfectly honest with you, I would have been extremely nervous had they not done very well. Because if they can't do well out in Jackson with that lineup, then that makes me nervous about doing an event here in Memphis, to be honest with you.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's kind of the litmus test of like, okay, let's see if we can make this thing.
Our focus is a little different, though. Our focus is we do love obviously, I talk about this every week. We do love the King and Superstar and Boogie Woogie Man, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, and all the legends that paved the way. But our focus is more on that next generation that's coming up, the more exciting style of wrestling like AEW and like what you see on Championship Wrestling. So we will incorporate some of those legends from time to time. But our show, you won't necessarily see them in the ring. You might see them in some sort of other kind of capacity while we let the next generation tear it up in the ring.
Well, and quite honestly, like I said, you always have to walk that line because, like, I think I understand what you're saying, but I'm with you. Like, at some point, you got to make that transition from like, constantly having these guys not only as part of it, but in the main event or in like a major, because the Memphis style is so. It's a special style back in those era, the 70s, 80s, 90s. Very, sort of slower paced, a lot of punches, a lot of, dragging things out. And I think for the era, it was perfect. Like, it was perfect for the storytelling era. When you had episodic television and you didn't have, YouTube and you didn't have social media and all that stuff, it was perfect for that era. But now I think it's not, unless you were a fan at that time, you come back and you watch it now and you're like, I'm not sure that's really gonna bring the kids in now. So I agree with you. Like, incorporate the way when AEW came, several months ago and really did the celebration of the legends, but then also put on their own kind of show. Like, that's the way I think it's important to honor them because you wouldn't have anything without those guys. But there won't be a future if you just keep relying on them over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. Will Allday is one of the most talented athletes I've seen in a long time. We booked him here at FedEx Forum for Grind City Wrestling Night, and that was the first that I really heard of him. And now that I've really seen his style, he couldn't fly over the top rope and do all the kind of stuff that he typically does just because we were up in the rafters and there's no room to do it. So out here in Memphis at Ridgeway, right across the street from the Hickory Ridge Mall, he's going to be doing his thing, and it's going to be unbelievably spectacular. And also, let's be perfectly honest. This might not be the most popular thing to say, and I'm no tough guy, just to tell you. I can probably hold my own. But who would win in a fight if you put an 80-year-old guy or a 70-year-old guy across the ring from a two-time Mr. Tennessee Men's Physique champion?
Come on. Seriously.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
Who are we kidding here? Who are we kidding here?
You can suspend disbelief a little bit, but these guys of today, like if you put Watts, who is, 6'8", 260 pounds, just demolishing guys, you put him across the ring from a classic old-school Memphis wrestler, it's not even close. So yeah,
No,
I mean, these guys, people love to see them. I love to see them. Love them to death. Let's bring them out and let's celebrate them. But let's let the new generation do it inside the squared circle. That's where I'm at.
Same. What about you? You want to see all these dudes back at it, or what do you think?
No. I'm not a fan of old dudes wrestling at all. I worry about these guys' health sometimes when it comes down to stuff like that because
Yeah. I mean, I want Ric Flair in
Yeah.
there driving a car. I don't want him in there, taking bumps at this point. I just we don't need that.
Just come out and wave to the fans or something, man.
And
Not being
like
a
I say,
hater,
Jerry,
not being a hater.
Jerry, for God's sake, Jerry had a heart attack in the ring, like several years ago, and I don't know. Like I'm not, and I mean, I know he's healthy, and it's great, and I'm pulling for him. I like Jerry, but that just worries me. Like that stuff, I don't know. I can't see it. I mean, like I don't know. It feels like it's sacrilege, like but it's just. It becomes more and more difficult to make it a plausible outcome when you have this kind of a age and physicality and everything else discrepancy. Like, I don't know. You can only do so much, Dustin. I mean, like, I think we want to keep the display plausible and like not just complete foolishness, and sometimes it can kind of devolve into that.
This might sound crazy, but it's more physical than ever. I mean,
talk
about suspending disbelief. I mean, the dives over the top rope and all that kind of stuff. A lot of old school fans don't necessarily like that, but that's the new style, man. Whether you're watching WWE or AEW, very, very physical. It's becoming more and more real. And what I mean by real is they are laying it in, brother. I saw a slap on TV the other day, and I thought, whoa, don't do that to me. So it's very, very physical. The days of stalling, and we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes a slap in the face hurts, and it rocks you. It literally rocks your socks off because of the adrenaline, and those guys hit you so hard at this point. The days of stalling and wasting a lot of time are kind of over with. It's good to do in a kind of a live audience setting because the fans really get into it. That's what you want is you play off the people. But, I mean, you got to give them that action, and it is very, very physical at this point in the game, and a lot of it is a lot more real than what people think. These guys are wrestling on probably an inch and a half padding. The rest of it is solid steel and boards. And diving over the top rope to the floor, even taking a pile driver at this point, you are landing straight on your neck. These chair shots, we talk about old school wrestling. I was watching a chair shot from 1999 the other day. They hit Goldberg right in the head with it, and I thought, why did we ever think that was was a good idea? No hands up.
The late 90s, right, like that match with The Rock and Mick Foley, Royal Rumble 99 or 2000 or whatever. It was, oh my God, like it's hard. It's genuinely hard to watch right now. Like it is, What about when he was? It may have been in Memphis or because it was 99 because they had the match at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre at the Pyramid.
Yeah.
But I think it was the Rumble match before that where Foley's hands were handcuffed behind his back and he took chair shots to the head with handcuff like.
It was brutal, and I
you
promise
can't. That is just no. Oh God, like that's.
Yeah.
There's nothing phony about any of that. That's just a dude who's willing to endure a lot of pain and a lot of suffering to entertain people. And I don't know. I can't to watch it now. It's hard to watch. It was hard to watch then. It's really hard to watch now. Now that we've known so much more about CTE and concussions and everything else.
Oh, it's brutal, and there's long-lasting effects from that to this very day from that. And I remember one in particular when The Rock hit Ken Shamrock across the side of the face with a steel chair. It's one of the most legendary chair shots ever, but it was like, holy moly, how did he even survive this? But yeah, the business has changed, but I still think it's more physical now than ever. Not as many chair shots to the head, or no chair shots to the head, actually. But man, these guys are beating each other's butt in there every single week.
Dustin,
the athletic. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm a closer, man. Get your stuff out the way, man.
No, close it out. We got to take a break, so close it out.
All right, Dustin. I checked out Clash of the Champions last Sunday. Yeah, Sunday I checked out Clash of the Champions. I'm overly impressed what they're doing with Roman Reigns, making him an all-out heel and just degrading his own family members and demanding that they call him what was they saying?
The High Chief.
The High Chief, yeah. The man. I need to start calling that kind of rank around the studio too, man. Just the man that High Chief ranking be thrown upon me. But what are your thoughts on that? I actually love it. And do you think I think that they're going to try to turn this into something where they get The Rock to come out and have a match with him. So,
man, I can't wait.
What do you see them doing with that whole angle?
I can't wait, man. I have been a big Roman Reigns fan for a long time. I actually met Roman, and when working out in the ring, I helped teach him how to lock up and take some simple bumps and stuff back in my FCW days in developmental when he came about. Super nice guy. I think I even texted him pictures of his very first match because it was just, he didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I took pictures of it and sent it to him. So, like, I might be a little bit biased because I've met him and he's, all that kind of stuff kind of changes things a little bit. But, oh, my gosh, it's fantastic. And not only just that, but what they've been able to do with Jey Uso, who is a tag team specialist. You would have never in a million years, and no disrespect to him, but you never, ever would have thought that he would be main eventing a pay-per-view for the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship. And there he is against his cousin, and they built this thing up that's family versus family. They didn't, attack each other or make fun of each other. It was kind of like, hey, I used to beat your butt in the backyard, and I'm going to do it on pay-per-view. And nothing's going to be different, man. And now that they've incorporated Jimmy into it, now you've got the two brothers against the cousin who is saying he's the High Chief, and we all know exactly where this is going. And here's my question, is if we get Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania, will that be the highest grossing WrestleMania ever? I don't know because of the $9.99 price point, but boy, I'm here for it. I can totally see it happening. And people think The Rock's too big of a star to come back to wrestling. The Rock never really left wrestling. He's come back time and time again, and why wouldn't he come back to wrestle his family?
Right. That would be a pretty big match, man. I'm down for it. But how do you end it, though? If that's over, after that match, how does Roman Reigns? Because you assume he's going to lose. So how do you come back from it? I don't know. You know better than
I assume he's going to win.
Oh, okay.
When I was at WrestleMania, when he was wrestling The Undertaker, and I told the people around me that Roman's got this, Roman's going to win, and they were all so disappointed. First of all, they were like, oh, get out of here, you're crazy. And then I wasn't surprised when he beat him. Roman Reigns is the guy in WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if he did beat The Rock. And even if he didn't, it doesn't really matter. He's going to be an even bigger star wrestling against the biggest movie star and in the world right now, if you ask me. Kudos
Star,
to The Rock.
We appreciate it, buddy. We got to run. We'll talk to you again next week.
Oh, yeah, man. You guys have a good Thursday, and tune in on Saturday for Championship Wrestling.
That's right. Good stuff.
Thanks,
Good stuff
guys.
coming your way. Thanks, Dustin the Star. We'll take a break. We'll come back, continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56. 96.1, 98.5.
It's R&R on Sports.
The word is out about R&R on Sports, where you've heard interviews from Ken Griffith Jr., Dr. J, Hank Aaron, and many, many more. R&R on Sports, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m., Sports 56, 87.7, and 96.1. Don't miss us.
Scott Graham here from Westwood One with the Thursday Night Football preview. From the Big Apple, it's AFC action coming up when the New York Jets play host to the Denver Broncos. Both are looking for their first win of the season. For the Broncos, key injuries have tempered preseason expectations, while the Jets' disappointments continued last week in a 36-7 beatdown by the Colts. Third-year quarterback Sam Darnold threw 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions in the loss, and said after that his play has to improve.
I just got to play consistent. I mean, I'm not playing consistent enough to play well in this league. And so for me, I just need to, play more consistent, make the plays when they're there, and when they're not, just get rid of the ball, check it down, do all the right things I need to do.
Ian Eagle and Ross Tucker will have the call when the Jets host the Broncos on Thursday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
Napa know-how.
At
Napa, we've teamed up with AAA to save you 20% online or in-store. That's why they call us the Savings Dream Team. Okay, we're the only ones calling us that, but it's true. Your AAA membership can save you 20% at Napa. So we're basically superheroes with the most specific power ever, saving you 20%. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
20% off regular retail prices with valid AAA membership card. Offer ends 10/31/20.
Now that the storm has passed, Lowe's is ready to move home forward. Our Pro Team is here for your Pro Team every step of the way. We have the essentials to repair and rebuild, to get homes and neighborhoods back up and running. It's what we do, what we've always done, what we'll continue to do. We also offer job site delivery to save you valuable time. Find what you need in-store or 24/7 at lowesforpros.com. Lowe's, because now more than ever before, home unites us.
Good news. Southland Casino is now back open. That's right. The most spacious casino floor in the Mid-South is ready to welcome you back to the action with live blackjack, roulette, craps, and all your favorite slots. The action kicks off every day at 9 a.m. and rolls all the way till 5 o'clock the next morning. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and make the short drive to Southland. We're ready for you. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
At Jason's Deli, you can stuff yourself full of great deli food that's healthy, fresh, and best of all, it's not expensive. Jason's Deli is all about choice. Whether you're looking for a gluten-free menu, vegetarian sandwiches, healthy kids' meals, or if you'd like to invent your sandwich via the build-your-own selections, Jason's Deli has you covered. And they only use fresh, wholesome ingredients. Choose from the club and specialty sandwiches, paninis, wraps, soups, salads, pastas, and much more. I love the cleanliness in the restaurant, the hospitality, and of course the cost. They have a huge salad bar and great soups, including Southwest chicken chili, fire roasted tortilla, organic vegetable, tomato basil, and many, many more. And if you're planning an event, their catering department is fantastic and can handle any size party. Go check out Jason's Deli's 4 locations. On Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, that's my favorite, on Germantown Parkway in Cordova, at Poplar and Highland, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch.
I'm here with outstanding team from Lexus of Memphis at 2600 Ridgeway. They're online at lexusofmemphis.com. Gary, tell everyone how they can experience the Lexus of Memphis satisfaction.
Come in and be a part of our family at Lexus of Memphis. Experience the customer service that we provide to each guest like a member of our own family. If you're on the side of the road and you need us, we're there. If you need help with anything with your car, technology, Bluetooth, the app suite, we have a dedicated team to help you with this in your journey with your Lexus.
That's how they do it at Lexus of Memphis.
It's fall, y'all, and Sports 56 is hitting the road. This Friday, Sports 56 Middays with Greg and me will be at Frontier Western Store at 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Family owned and operated since 1967, Frontier Western is your leader in selling Western apparel and footwear, as well as workwear and gear. Join us for food, prizes, and a chance to win Ole Miss Alabama football tickets. Lunch will be catered by Moe's Southwest Grill of Olive Branch. That's Sports 56 Middays at Frontier Western Store this Friday, October 2nd.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
The Wolfpack.
Wolfpack is back cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy.
So, as we continue, hour number 3 brought to you by friends at Acura Memphis, 385 in Ridgeway, online AcuraMemphis.com. Go see them. You can take care of everything virtually. They can do the whole thing, start to finish. So, if you are staying home because of homeschooling, or you don't want to get out and about, which is totally understandable, they can take care of all of it from start to finish right there virtually for you. You can go see them in person, or you can go online and start that process, AcuraMemphis.com. They bring you this hour of the program. We talked about the finals last night. We also talked about the delay of the Titans-Steelers game. It will not take place this weekend. It will take place later in the year if they can figure out a way to do it. It's going to be a little tricky to reschedule NFL games. That's a whole different thing there. It's not like you can play a doubleheader like in baseball. you can't play a 3-quarter game and then play another 3-quarter game after that. They're not gonna make that thing happen. So it's gonna be a challenge for sure for them. Tell me about the baseball yesterday, Sane. How much did you watch?
Man,
how much did you like? I mean,
exciting
you watched
games,
the whole
man.
thing.
Some riveting games, man. Just give me a second while I just gather my thoughts about how good those
While
games
you gather
were.
your thoughts about it, that's
Yeah,
right.
man, it was,
no. I definitely don't look at it. No, I wanted you just some straight thoughts.
Yeah,
You
it
watched
was,
so closely
it was good stuff, man. I'm just trying to
I
get
know
my
you
thoughts
don't have to
together,
look
man.
up any of the scores or anything like that.
Who does that, man? You know, just
I know you don't have to do that, so don't even do
No,
that.
it was just too many good games yesterday, man.
Zach, what you think? I know you were watching all of it.
Some mammoth home runs last night. I can tell you that.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
Got 6 teams facing elimination today. It's gonna be a good one, man.
Which 6?
You got the Braves leading their series 1-0. Marlins leading.
How are there 6 teams that face elimination today?
It's like a 2 out of 3 series, huh?
Yeah, but like there's only 4 series that played 2 games.
Huh? I don't know, man. I'm not watching this crap. I don't know, man.
I just wanted to get to that point. That's the point I was waiting for. That's the best. Okay, good. All right, I had to get that out of the way. Like it's just. I mean, no, we can't be having that. How about the 13 inning thriller 1-0 Braves in the Reds? Freddie Freeman with the game winning RBI, game 1 of that series.
Walk it off
to the old Cubbies. Oof, boy, oh boy. 5-1. Cubs could not get the old bats a swinging. Just 4 hits in the game, and Marlins have historically hadn't been in the playoffs in a while. But when the Cubs see the Marlins, you have some flashbacks to old what was his name? The Bartman, Steve Bartman.
Yeah,
it's Bartman flashbacks when you have that whole situation. That's some great pitching duels out there.
Yeah, man, it's going down today, man. I'm looking forward to this Cubs-Marlins game.
Yankees, Indians just swinging it.
Man. Just swinging away, man.
Hitting them balls over the fences and whatnot.
Swinging and missing. Missing and swinging.
Gio Urshela with the grand slam.
Yeah, man.
To take the lead there.
I see you paying attention, Zach.
I always pay attention.
The Twins have lost 18 straight playoff games.
Whew. That's rough.
The Astros beat them. Astros, have the under 500 record in their playoffs, and they beat the Twins at home. 18. Like, there's just something going on there. How do you lose 18 straight playoff games?
It's hard to do, man.
Isn't it though?
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff Pickler though, man. Still doing his thing. Coach of the
who?
Jeff Pickler, man. He's the coach of the Cincinnati Reds, man. You know, he's no longer a player.
Why are you shouting out Jeff Pickler, the coach of the Reds?
Just doing his thing, man. You know, he was a career minor leaguer, just hanging on to the game, man. Now he's made it, bro.
Is he a player or is he a coach?
Former Tennessee Volunteer, man. This guy went to your alma mater, man. You should know. Yeah. You should know about him, man.
Is he? What is he? Tell me more about him.
He's coach of the Cincinnati Reds, man. Come on, man. Doing his thing, man. Just a baseball lifer, man.
He's been doing this thing for a long time, right?
Yep. Jeff Pickler. His cousin is Timmy Cucumber.
Jeff Pickler is not the coach of the. He is a coach on the Reds team. He's not the manager of the Reds.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. He's the coach, man. I ain't say he was a manager, man.
He's not the coach.
He's a coach.
He's not the coach.
Yeah, he's a coach.
He's a coach.
Yeah, just doing his thing.
Why are you even bringing this dude up who's not?
Just go ahead.
Just a great story, man.
Just call him up, man.
What's the story? What's the story?
He's just a guy who's just a baseball lifer, man. Just hanging on, bro. But I am concerned about some. I am concerned about
why did you just randomly bring up the Cincinnati Reds outfield coach in the middle of this?
Hey, I'll tell you something I am worried about baseball, man. I am worried about the unsettling ways. I'm worried about some of the unsettling ways of playoff baseball in the pandemic, man. Yeah, with the biggest games of the year underway, the environment, at least at Dodger Stadium, feels uneasy as ever, man. It's just some wild stuff going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more about this that comes to the top of your head.
Pre-game scene.
A story that you're reading.
There was a pre-game scene inside the stadium. It was out of balance, particularly for a postseason series, man. Yeah, it was. They'd already hosted 30 games this year under the strange terms forced by the pandemic, of course, where you can't have fans. But none stranger than LA's Game 1, 4-2 victory over the Brewers in the wild card series. These postseason games were supposed to bring an energy that regular season had lacked. the virus and impacts do not concern themselves with such worldly matters. As Dodgers shortstop Corey Seager said during the post-game Zoom interview that had almost gotten used to playing in empty stadiums until Wednesday night, it was a postseason game. For the first time in a while, it was weird not having fans. Yeah. So, yeah, it just seems like playoff baseball is supposed to have fans, man. It's just saying. This is the Dodger Stadium. Shouldn't be that way. Better put these masks on. We could have had some real baseball.
Well, we don't. So that's
got to keep it moving, gentlemen.
It's just where we are.
Got to keep it moving.
All right, we'll continue and wrap up hour number 3 after this. After that great baseball update, there's no better. I know you'll hear more and I think even more detailed. Although it's hard to imagine more detailed, but somehow it'll get more detailed on middays. I know Greg and Eli will talk a lot of baseball coming your way next here in the Family Leisure Studio. As a reminder, get over to Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road. While supplies last, you can get a Sports 56 mask. They got it right over there, 2120 Whitten Road. A Sports 56 mask for your face. Rep the station while you're keeping everyone safe. Go get that mask over at Family Leisure. It's terrific. We appreciate that. We'll check the First Bank text line when we come back and continue here live for the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1 and 98.5.
Want to get your voice heard? Hit us up on the First Bank phone line or First Bank text line.
Maybe you've noticed your friend sharing photos of what looks like fried food, but they're bragging about how healthy they are. They're right. It's the latest in cooking innovation, and Lowe's has Samsung slide-in ranges with air fry to help you get in on the trend. Air fry uses little to no oil, giving you the taste of your favorite fried foods. Plus, the air fry tray is included, so you can start cooking from the get-go. Order yours today via our app, online, or in-store, and get free delivery. Bring home innovation this fall with Lowe's. Free local delivery applies to appliances $396 or more, U.S. only.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, we've teamed up with AAA to save you 20% online or in-store. That's why they call us the Savings Dream Team. Okay, we're the only ones calling us that, but it's true. Your AAA membership can save you 20% at Napa. So we're basically superheroes with the most specific power ever, saving you 20%. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
20% off regular retail prices with valid AAA membership card. Offer ends 10/31/20.
Have you dreamed of owning a car that starts every time when you turn the key? A used car that looks good and doesn't break down when you go somewhere? Call 901-380-5800. Victory Auto Sales now. Do you want a car that doesn't come with a set of jumper cables in the front seat? Do you want a car that gets good gas mileage and really is reliable transportation? Call 901-380-5800. Victory Auto Sales now, or check out the website at victoryauto.org. Call or visit Victory Auto Sales at 4885 Elmore, just off Covington Pike now, for a car you can afford and financing that doesn't take your whole paycheck. When you call Victory Auto Sales at 380-5800, you can throw away the jumper cables. When you buy a car from Victory Auto Sales, the tow truck driver will no longer be your best friend. Call Victory Auto Sales now, 901-380-5800, for a car that really is reliable transportation. Call 901-380-5800 now. That's Victory Auto Sales. VictoryAuto.org.
Summertime and the living is easy. No more cutting or paying utilities. Literally, you guys, Town Village Audubon Park, nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $24.50. The Gourmet Chef welcomes you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, monthly coffee club, themed dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel or Bo at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
There you go. There you go. Y'all see it.
We'll be throwing up them signs in the middle of the show. You never know who's watching.
They see it. They see it, Zach. Hey, bro, I fool with the undisputed era. Just know that.
You do?
Yeah. I fool with them
You
big
fool with
time.
a lot.
I don't fool with a lot of stuff, bro. I call a lot of
No,
stuff
you don't?
trash in a minute. You know that. Trash.
That is true, actually. That is true, actually.
I call
Most
a lot of
things are
stuff trash. You know that.
We're back in the family.
What you drinking, man?
Continue.
Coffee?
It's my coffee from my DuckTales mug.
I don't fool
Shout out
around.
to my DuckTales mug.
I'm about to go get what's the name after the show though? A frappuccino.
You'll get it. No, this is what I got. Delicious homemade coffee. Always repping my DuckTales mug. It's the best mug out there. It's a 20 ounce joint, so it's a bigger mug. It's like a fish bowl with a handle on it, which is what I need. I go through coffee like nobody's business throughout the show. So big thanks to the people. I got my own grinder. I got the whole setup up here, man. You want some good coffee? I got you covered.
Nah, I'm not a coffee drinker.
I don't drink a bunch of swill.
I'm to coffee where you are to cheese. So yeah, I don't fool with
See,
coffee.
and it's just as insane to me that you would do it, that you couldn't. I mean, like the smell and taste of coffee is just like one of the greatest things in the world.
No, I can't do it.
Oh man,
Now, like I said,
so
I'll
good.
drink like a little, frappuccino with those.
That's
whatever.
not even. I mean, that's
I
fine.
drink
That's
that,
not
but I
what-
ain't drinking
that's
no
not what I'm
coffee.
talking about. I don't want cold coffee either. I don't want cold coffee, cold frappuccino, this nonsense. No,
Yeah.
I want hot coffee. I want any sugar in it. I want, just like my bread. I don't want my bread with a bunch of sugar in it. That's called cake.
I just think drinking coffee in a world full of tea is unacceptable.
No, that's dumb. Tea's fine. I got no problem with tea, but no, that's wrong.
Bro, the way that you give me these hard, silent looks with a pause and then say something is always a funny thing.
Just no.
So you give me a look like, what am I signed up for? Like,
That's
how long
right.
is this guy gonna
That's
be
right.
here?
That's right. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm like, oh god. So again, we talked about the Steelers-Titans game is going to be postponed. Won't be played in Week 4. We'll see what happens. One additional Titans personnel member tested positive for COVID this morning, which means that now that's up to 11 in 5 players, 6 staff members testing positive for COVID. So the Steelers can't play the game. Not going to play the game. Game will be postponed. And an example of how quickly this stuff can happen. And we're learning more and more about the COVID. We're learning that so many times these events are really predicated by just one super spreader. One person is actually responsible for spreading something on the order of like
the president.
10. Well, I mean, like one. No. I don't mean that person.
Oh, okay.
You could certainly make that argument.
What you call him a super spreader?
Yeah, I think he's encouraging
Supreme
those things, yes.
spreader.
But like one person, like in Korea, there's a famous story of South Korea. They had it kind of under control, and then one person, as part of a mega church that they had, was there, and literally one person ended up being responsible for on the order of thousands of cases. Because of that one, it's a unique spreading situation. So when you have one person, sometimes it can just be one that infects the whole deal, and that's what's happened with the Titans and the Vikings. I'm sure are crossing their fingers that everything comes up clear for them, having played them over the weekend.
Right.
Steelers won't be in there, and I don't know how you reschedule NFL games being rescheduled is an
I don't know how that
very
works.
unusual situation. I mean, it happens in baseball all the time, but other sports it's not nearly as easy. So I don't know.
What are your
Titans coach Mike Vrabel said that some of the players who tested positive were experiencing flu-like symptoms, so some of them are symptomatic in dealing with this. The simple scenario would be Week 7. That's October 25th. Titans a bye week. Pittsburgh is scheduled to play at Baltimore that week, but the Steelers and the Ravens both have byes in Week 8, which mean that they could kind of reschedule and kind of change that around. It would only affect Baltimore if they were able to do that. So I think that might be the opportunity there.
What are your thoughts on the NBA news that came out yesterday that Adam Silver said there's been no cases? Of course, we knew that. They put out information all the time about their testing. There were no cases, but there were several employees, unnamed amount of employees that did have COVID-19, but it still didn't spread to the players. What were your thoughts when you saw that information?
I mean, that tells you that the structure of the bubble is appropriate. The structure of the bubble works. It's really, really hard. I mean, and that was kind of the stuff when, I talked about at the beginning of this whole thing, like how I just didn't think it was going to work for that reason. But you have to give them a lot of credit for kind of coming up with a plan that really kept everyone away from the players and the coaches as much as humanly possible, other than just like, people that were testing them. That was pretty much it. Like they were media couldn't really come in contact. Executives couldn't really come in contact. Anybody that wasn't in the bubble. It turns out that was the right thing to do because, again, it only takes one instance for your whole thing to just kind of collapse. Yeah. And so I give them credit for that because they came up with it and they've stuck to it very well.
Yeah, I never had those concerns. I know we're wrapping up. I never had those concerns as far as the employees because, like, okay, because people are like, well, how they going to go through the airport? I'm like, man, I'm broke and I don't have contact with people at the airport. So surely the NBA is going to find a way where these guys aren't having mobs of airport and hotel employees in their face. I'm sure that's not going to be an actual issue. But, yeah, man, shout out, though. Like, they've made it through, and even though there were confirmed cases of employees, there weren't any with the players. So, yeah, they seem like they got it down. Seem like they managed to pull it off.
Well, they've at this point now, it's
3 more games to go.
Yeah, the really hard part. Yeah, well, it's going to be. I think it's only going to be 3 more, and everyone else is gone for the bubble. So you only got 2 teams left and three more games.
In
so
their families,
like
whatever. Yeah, you feel like you
pretty much made it. You feel like you pretty much made it at this point. So, congratulations to them for that. Congratulations to all of you who listened. You made the right choice.
Yeah.
You did a great job. Big shout out again to Mac for the theme song. He says he's working on something for us. Which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. He says speculators instead of regulators.
Yeah.
Speculators!
One of my favorite songs, man. Yeah.
Mount up.
I'm
That's
down
right.
for it.
Yeah.
It's been a fun show.
It's been a fun show indeed. Big thanks to our friend Dustin Starr. Big thanks to Leon Taylor as well. We have a fun show tomorrow with Adam Kramer, Kari Thompson, and a whole lot more from the Family Leisure Studios. Everybody, enjoy this beautiful weather. Have a great Thursday.